This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to Chapin High School in El Paso. Yeah, we're back in El Paso. And we were over at Franklin High School on the side of the Franklin Mountains 3 days last week, and we're here on the east side of El Paso tonight at Chapin High School. The junior varsity game has gone to overtime, and Alamo has fallen behind 44-40. There's still about a minute 40 remaining in the game currently. So that is happening at the moment. And we'll be ready for boys varsity first, and then girls varsity follows that. We've got a lot of things going on in two different gyms. So there's, I believe the JV boys game is happening right now, and it might be, I think it's the JV girls game that's happening over in the Ox gym, but I'll have to, I loaded up the schedule just a little ago. I was like, oh, this is confusing. There's a lot of different things. Okay, so the girls C team is playing right now. JV will play at 6 in the Ox Gym, then the girls varsity will play in here at 7:30. You've got the JV boys playing right now. It'll be the varsity boys, and then the C team boys will play at 7:30 this evening, and that'll be in the Ox Gym. For those of you listening, none of that really means much to any of you. You're not here, so unfortunately we can't call all those games at the same time. And right now the Alamogordo JV is going to either have to start fouling or getting some steals here. And another bucket there for Chapin as they lead 46-40. As we look forward to tonight's game, Alamogordo plays one of the best teams in the state of Texas in Class 5A. They are 17-4 on the season, have been ranked in the top 10 in the entire state. They are, at least on Max Preps on their El Paso rankings, shown as the number 1 team in El Paso. We saw the number 2 team last week in Americas, and they were very good. The one thing that Chapin does have in difference to Americas is size, and they've got a 6'10" junior in Jaden Leverett, who is already got a couple of Division I offers. I think South Alabama and Texas A&M Corpus Christi is what I was reading. So this is going to be an immense challenge for Alamogordo. They've already gone up against a team that has a Division I type talent in Jalen Holland a little bit earlier this season. They did get the win in that game, but I think this Chapin team is going to be one of the tougher, if not the toughest test that Alamogordo has faced. Tigers. We'll see how the Tigers are able to handle things tonight against this Chapin side. It's one of, I talked about it last week, the opportunity to play some really good basketball teams and try to get better in your non-district. And you look at Alamogordo's, the varsity side and what they have coming up through the month of January before district begins. Clovis is, I think, a top 10 team right now in the class at the moment. As the buzzer sounds, and Alamogordo junior varsity is going to lose. Apologies, not sure when we dropped out there. Had a little bit of cutting in and out of our internet since I've been here, so hopefully it's not too much of an issue as the game progresses. But do want to mention that I don't know where we cut off at, so we'll just reset here. We are here at Chapin High School in El Paso as the Alamogordo Tigers get ready to face off against the Chapin Huskies in both boys and girls basketball. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Junior varsity just lost in overtime, 46-43. That's pretty impressive. We had a chance to play an overtime game, and we are going to get a 20-minute warm-up, it looks like. So this one is we're going to get a 12-minute warm-up. They just changed it from 21 to 12. I like it. I like 12-minute warm-ups. I don't know if that's a rule here in El Paso or what the deal is, but I like that. Means we're a little bit closer to getting to tonight's tip-off, which we're excited to get to you guys. Anyway, Chapin at 17-4. The Tigers will play Portales coming up on Friday. That'll be a tough matchup. Next week they get Los Lunas again at home, which Los Lunas would love to come into the Tiger Pit and beat Alamogordo. And then they'll come down here back to El Paso next Friday and play Eastwood. They're going to play a really good Clovis team on the 19th. There's not, at least in my opinion, an easy game on the schedule coming up for Alamogordo. These are all going to be challenges. This may be the toughest test of them all. I will say one thing for the Tigers, though. They have gone up against this group specifically has gone up against a team with a 6'10", Division I caliber player with Isaiah Carr over at Las Cruces. So these players have seen this before. It's not easy. It's a very big challenge, but it's not something that they haven't gone up against before. So that's something that I think will be interesting to watch for the Tigers is how they're able to handle that in this game. So we do want to remind you guys we're bringing you both games tonight. So as soon as we're done with the Alamogordo boys game, we'll go to the Alamogordo girls game. They'll play a Chapin team that comes into this matchup at 7-13. The Alamogordo boys are 9-2. The Alamogordo girls are 4-6. And for the Alamo girls, obviously they want to get on the winning track heading toward the district as well. They'll play tonight. They'll play Tularosa at home coming up on Monday. And they've got a few more games in January, I think, than the boys do. So they're a little bit busier. I think they've got Ruidoso coming up on the 16th at home. So, we'll finally have a home game in the Tiger Pit Monday, which will be the first time, I think, since the 19th of January. It's been a little while. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. We will come back and get you more pregame. It's the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Don't forget, you can listen to us online on alamosportsandtalk.com, the Exciter Media app, the Alamo Sports YouTube channel, and Alexa, enable Alamo Sports Talk.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers! Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700.
This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back to Chapin High School in El Paso. here on the east side. Not too far if you're coming in on 54, probably 3-4 exits in, or 2 or 3 exits after you get to Trans Mountain. So it's a pretty easy jaunt down here to this one. And trust me, those are the things that I think about in my travels is, where do I have to go in El Paso for said game? So it's certainly something that is on my mind heading into one of these games. But the Tigers will make one more trip to El Paso, the boys' side, as they'll come down and play Eastwood on the 12th, and then that'll be it. But I talked about it at the Franklin tournament. I really like Alamogordo coming in and playing more teams here in El Paso, and I mean that for all sports. I'd love to see. There's some that doesn't necessarily work out for because of the difference in Texas and New Mexico with the different schedules when sports are played. But for basketball, for football, for baseball, I know baseball's been down here playing at a tournament the last couple of years, or they've been in Texas playing at a tournament the last couple of years. And so it's right here. And, if you get an opportunity, there's a lot of really good high schools and a lot of really good teams, and I think it provides a tough challenge for the Tigers. Alamo sports had kind of gotten away from coming down to El Paso and playing, and it's definitely switched things up a bit. So I like it. I think it's fun, and it's a nice, easy trip for fans that if they want to travel and follow the team, you're not driving through the Sacramentos, you're not making big jaunts across the state. So it's definitely a positive. As for the game tonight, the big question is going to be how Alamogordo handles the size and Jaden Leverett. The Tigers are not a big team. They're solid. I mean, Alamo's 6'3", 6'4", in the post with guys like Jason Warren, who's, he's a bulldog down there. And, Trey Sanders can bang down there as well. And, we'll see who else maybe has to step up and play in that spot. But it's going to be double teams. It's going to have to be a lot of, really aggressive and maybe unorthodox defenses, I would have to imagine. And I think, again, this team is not just their big guy. They've got a lot of size in other places, 6'3", 6'4", and seniors in those spots. So, we'll see what we get from this team tonight. It's going to be a bit of experience. And the thing that when you look at Chapin this year, they really haven't even played in El Paso that much. I think what did I see? I saw Colin Deaver post something that Chapin has beaten 55 consecutive teams from the El Paso area, and you look at their schedule and they really have not played. So I mean, they played East Lake and beat them to open up the season. Their only losses this year are they're to teams inside a tournament, which I'm not completely sure are high schools. You look at the schedule; they're not listed as anything. So, but they beat Pebble Hills, they beat Riverside, and they're beating them handily. Crandall. One of their other losses this year is to South Grand Prairie out of Grand Prairie, Texas, which is an 18-5 team. And my understanding of the entire wealth of high school basketball in in Texas, and who's really up towards the top. I can look at rankings, but I couldn't tell you if Trinity Christian out of Lubbock. Who's 20-5 this year, and of course going up against a private school in the TAPS region in Texas, and so that they against I guess what I would say regular high schools and high schools out of this area. This is a Chapin team that does not lose very often. So as I said, this is I don't know if this Chapin team is better than anybody in the state of New Mexico, but certainly there's an argument to be made, and maybe there wouldn't even be an argument. Maybe that's a pretty easy understanding there. I don't know what how they would match up against who is it? Farmington boys are up towards the top this year. Volcano Vista, a couple other of the Albuquerque schools are up there towards the top this season. Oregon Mountain's very good, but again, for the Tigers, you want these kind of games, you want these type of challenges, and we'll see how they match up to that coming into tonight's game. Warm-ups continue. Tigers getting ready to go into their warm-ups. Tigers, of course, will be in their road blacks tonight. Chapin, kind of the North Carolina colors. There's certainly their logo has a bit of a resemblance to the NC, even though it's a C and an H. But the colors are the Carolina blue, the dark blue, and white. So there certainly is a resemblance. We'll say that. All right, we will take a break and we'll come back right here at Chapin High School. Alamogordo facing off against the Huskies, and then it'll be Alamogordo girls basketball against the Lady Huskies. Doubleheader for you tonight. You've been listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. When we return, we'll have starters and tip-off for you. This is Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more, less than your current interest rate, with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a local loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union, 9th and Washington, or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers! Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ring.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. And we are ready for tonight's tip-off, and the tip is won by Chapin. They'll go left to right. Tigers will go right to left. Chapin in their white home jerseys, silver numbers, and outlined in blue. It says Huskies on the front of their jerseys. And the Tigers in their road blacks, white numerals, gold outlining. Ball at the left wing. We'll get you the starters here in just a second. Pass to the top of the key. And the Tigers playing in a 2-3 zone. Tigers played a good zone, I felt like, over at the Franklin tournament. As the ball goes to the free throw line, they kick it out to the left wing. Three on the way is no good. That was from Savion Jordan. Inside, it's Leverett fighting for the rebound, but it is taken away by Bickham. And Bickham will come up the floor for the Tigers. So it is Kai Bickham, Jason Warren, Marcus Bryant Jr. as Bickham works in the lane, kicks it out to Warren. Right corner three on the way from Jason is no good. Rebound tipped by Smith to Bynum, and Smith will have to hang in the air, double clutch, but he gets it up and in. The Tigers take the lead on the Richardson Motor scoreboard at 2-0 with 7:05 to go in the first quarter. Starters for Chapin, Brandon Himes, he's a 6'4 senior. Number one, number two, Savion Jordan, a 6'2 junior, and a pass to the near sideline is going to go out of bounds, and the Tigers will get it back. Number 10, Julian Pacheco, is a 6' junior. Number 30, Moody Gaboa, is a 6'3 senior. And then Jaden Leverett, a 6'10 junior, wearing number 34. Smith has the ball top of the key, kicks it out to Bynum. Right wing open for three, no good. Rebound inside is pulled in by Himes, and he'll come up the near sideline for Chapin. Crosses to the top of the key, now looks to drive, gets into the lane, hangs, and the shot is no good, but he gets his own miss, goes up with another opportunity. It's no good as well, and he will be fouled, and we'll see who picks up the foul call here. They'll call it on Warren, it looks like, and that'll be his first. And the first team foul on Alamogordo. 2-0 Tigers, 6:31 to go in the first quarter, and 2 free throws for Brandon Himes. And waiting for Jaden Leverett to relace his right sneaker. And he's ready to go. And so is Himes, as he'll shoot 2. First free throw up, and that is in. One more time, the starters for the Tigers. Jason Warren, a 6'4 senior, wearing number 3. Deontay Bynum, a 6' senior, wearing number 4. Demyron Smith, a 6'2 junior, wearing number 5. Number 24, Marcus Bryant Jr., 5'11 junior. And Kai Bickham, a 5'11 senior, wearing number 30. Second free throw is missed, but the rebound grabbed by Gaboa. Right wing 3 is up and good from Julian Pacheco. And Chapin grabs the lead. They'll run some backcourt pressure here. It looks like it's just some token pressure at the moment. Man-to-man defense, and they'll let the Tigers get in the front court pretty easily. Getting to the free throw line, Bynum will stop, give it to Smith as he tries to drive baseline. He'll be fouled by Himes. That'll be his first, and the first foul on Chapin. 6:10 remaining first quarter. Tigers trailing 4-2. Baseline left inbounds here for Smith. Inside to Warren, back outside to Smith. He'll give it back to Warren. Little give and go again as D will dribble out between the circles. Now give it off to Deontay. Deontay backpedals near midcourt, gives it off right wing to Bickham. Top of the key, they give it to Warren. Left wing into the hands of Bynum. Man-to-man defense for Chapin. Smith will catch and shoot a three from the right wing. No good. Warren inside fighting for the rebound. It's tipped right to Bryant, and Bryant will lay it up and in, and we're tied again, 4-4. As Marcus Bryant gets the offensive rebound. And 5:35 to go in the first quarter. And even at 4. Baseline right, or I should say near sideline right to Jordan. Now they go inside to Leverett. Leverett able back to his basket, back in on Warren, and then get the right hand off the glass and good. His first point of the night. And the Tigers trail 6-4. Bryant gets to the left wing, gives it back outside to Bickham. Kai bounce pass to Warren. Jason will feed it to Deontay. Deontay really had to hustle to get to that ball before the Chapin defender. Now Deontay works in the lane, hangs there, and puts it up and in. And Deontay Bynum gets the bucket to fall. And the Tigers tied up again, 6-6. Under 5 minutes to go first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Chapin with the basketball. They go left to right. Tigers right to left in this first half. Ball out near midcourt in the hands of Himes. Himes got a couple of high screens set. Now they'll give it off to the near sideline. Tigers staying in his zone. Not too big of a surprise, trying not to let Leverett get it inside. And Bickham's going to steal a pass away as they try to get it in the middle. And then up ahead they go to Bynum, and Bynum will lay it up and in. The Tigers off to a good start here. Lead 8-6, 4:30 to go in the first quarter. Himes will come to the right wing, get to the free throw line, pull up jump shot, and he puts it in. Brandon Himes with his first bucket. Tigers did come out and meet him at the three-point line, but he dribbled to his left and got an open look from 15 feet out and put it in. Tied at 8, 4:15 to go first quarter. At the left wing, it's Warren. Almost traveled with it, gets it off to Bickham. Now it's Deontay with the basketball, right wing extended. Now front court right all the way over at the far sideline, continues to dribble. And gets to the free throw line, backs up, fires up a three. It's no good. Rebound grab by Gaboa. And here comes Jordan into the front court for Chapin. Spin move, gets into the lane. They'll call a blocking foul on Bickham. Boy, I don't know about that. I thought Jordan was way out of control as he rolled right into the lane. They call it on Bickham, and the shot is good by Jordan. Kai tried to get over there to draw the charge, but I guess he was a little bit late. But I thought Jordan was already stumbling when he got to Bickham. We'll see a sub for Alamogordo as Bryant comes out of the game, and Trey Sanders will come in for the Tigers. 10-8 Chapin, 3:51 to go in the first quarter. And Jordan to shoot the free throw to try to finish up the three-point play, and he puts it up and in. 11-8 Chapin leads. Curious to see if we're going to see them turn up the pressure in the backcourt or even in the half court. So far, it's just been straight man-to-man. Alamogordo's handled that well. Warren gets the ball at the right wing. Warren will give it off to Smith. Smith hands it off to Bickham at the right wing, back to D. D ball fake, spins in the lane, comes back outside to Bynum at the left wing. And Smith will get the ball between the circles with 3.5 minutes to go in the first. Now left wing gives it off to Bynum. Bynum off a screen from Warren. Bynum works to the baseline. Goes all the way underneath the basket. Bounce pass to Bickham, right back to Bynum. Open for three from the right corner is no good. Rebound is tipped out and then controlled by Leverett. And he'll feed it to his left. And now over the far sideline, Pacheco comes into the front court. He is going to double dribble as he lost the handle on the basketball. And it's back over to Alamogordo. 3:07 remaining first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Huskies 11, Tigers 8. Sub for Chapin. Jacob Garcia, the 5'10 sophomore, comes into the game, checking in for Julian Pacheco. It'll be Bynum bringing it into the front court for Alamogordo. Has it between the circles. Now goes off to the right wing into the hands of Bickham. Off a screen from Warren. Gives it back to Jason. He pump fakes. Works. 11-8 with 2:54 to go in the first quarter. Tigers have Jason Warren at the free throw line to shoot 2, and Jason will make the first. Second free throw is up and in as well. Tigers trail by 1, 11-10, 2:51 to go in the first quarter. And it's Garcia with the basketball, swinging it off to the left wing to Jordan, back to Garcia. Tigers staying in a 2-3 zone. Right wing 3 on the way from Himes is good. He's got 6, and it's 14-10. Hey, you got to think this is a Husky team that is used to teams finding a way to focus on Leverett. And Leverett is going to steal it away from Sanders. Leverett will feed it to his left in the front court to Jordan, or their Himes. Himes will go up with the shot attempt and be fouled by Sanders, I believe. And that is who the foul is on. Third-team foul on Alamogordo. And 2 free throws for Brandon Himes. First free throw will miss. And a couple of subs here as Leverett will come out of the game for Chapin. They bring in number 22, Peyton Parker, 6'4 senior. Tigers are staying with their same 5. And the second free throw is up and in for Himes. Huskies lead 15-10, 2:22 to go first quarter. And it'll be Smith coming up the far sideline for the Tigers between the circles to Bynum. Deontay at the far sideline, still with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, needing some help, and finds Sanders out between the circles. Sanders will find Bickham at the right wing. Man-to-man defense still as Bickham trying to get away from his defender. Now finds Smith at the left wing. Smith will fire up a tough 3 with a man right on him. Tip up on the rebound. Sanders able to grab it. Sanders working inside, goes up with the shot. And it was changed inside by Parker. And here comes Chapin the other way, leading by 5. Ball at the left wing with Garcia. And now between the circles, it's Xavier Stewart. He was one of the other players to check in. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Himes has got the basketball. They work it around to the left wing. Now between the circles and right wing into the hands of Stewart. Stewart will give it off to Parker in the right corner. Sanders comes out on him. And now all the way out towards the midcourt line. Brandon Himes has it. They'll give it off to the right wing to Stewart. Parker will dribble out of that corner. Tigers staying in a 2-3 zone. And the pass goes now to Stewart. Stewart works in the lane. Warren got a hand on a pass, but it's deflected right to a Chapin player driving down the lane. And a travel going to be called on Jacob Garcia, as he did end up running over a Tiger player, but before that, a travel. And we'll see Nico Stubblefield come into the game. It'll be Deontay Bynum getting a rest with 1:10 remaining in the first quarter. Inbounds will go to Sanders, and Sanders finds Stubblefield, who is racing up the floor, and Nico will lay it up and in. Stubblefield with the bucket, and the Tigers have cut it back down to a 3-point game. It's 15-12 with under a minute to go in the first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Ball at the left wing. Carlos Puente has also come into the game. He's a freshman for Chapin. At the right wing, it's Garcia. And he'll give it out to the center circle to Stewart. Now it's Himes. Himes dribbling at the far sideline. And he will step into a left wing 3. Smith came over late and maybe got a piece of it. The rebound is going to be deflected out of bounds, last off the hands of Stewart, who didn't think he touched it. It was close. I thought maybe Trey was the last one who got a hand on it, but it may have been knocked out of his hands by Stewart. Inbounds goes to Stubblefield. Stubblefield to Bickham. And Bickham will come across the timeline with the Tigers down by 3. 23 seconds remaining. And then Stubblefield has the ball deflected away, but he's able to get it back. Smith will work into the lane, go up with a pull-up jump shot. It's no good. Sanders able to grab the miss, find Bickham right corner for a 3, and he puts it in and ties up the game. Kai Bickham with his first bucket, and it's 15-15 with 6 seconds remaining. Himes will bring it to the front court, crosses over. He's met by a couple of defenders, puts up a tough corner 3 and puts it in. My goodness. What a shot there by Himes. He had Warren and Smith right on him and was able to put it down. But the Tigers, pretty good first quarter. It's 18-15 after 1 quarter of play on the Richardson Motors scoreboard here at Chapin High School in El Paso. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. You're listening to Tiger Basketball here from Chapin High School in El Paso. Alamogordo will have the ball to start the second quarter. They trail by 3, 18-15. And very balanced scoring for Alamogordo. Deontay Bynum has 4. And pretty much everybody else has 2 with the exception of Kai Bickham, who has 3. We'll get you Chapin scoring here in just a second. Stubblefield with the basketball finds Smith at the right wing. D coming out between the circles, finds Bickham. Catch and shoot 3 from the right wing, and he buries it. Kai Bickham with his second 3, and the Tigers see it tied up again, 18-18. It'll be Brandon Himes driving right of the lane, going up with a shot, and a foul going to be called. Not sure if it's going to be on Trey or D. I'm going to say he caught him on the arm. And it'll be 2 free throws here for Brandon Himes, who has 3, 6, 8, 10 points in that first quarter and goes back to the line. And we'll make the first. Subs for Chapin, they'll bring back 6'10 junior Jaden Leverett, the 6'2 junior Savion Jordan, and the 6'10 junior Julian Pacheco. Tigers stay the same here. Second free throw misses. Sanders able to get up there and grab it. And here comes Alamogordo to the front court. Bickham at the right wing. Down by 1, 19-18. Off a screen from Warren. Finds Sanders in the right corner. Jab step from Sanders. Gives it to Stubblefield at the top of the key. Nico will backpedal. Now looking to drive. Goes to the basket. Had his shot knocked away before he went up with it. And then a whistle and a foul. They call the foul on... Who did they call the foul on? They called on 3? Inbound's going to go to the right wing, Stubblefield. I was trying to figure out who they called that on for. It must not have been 3. Stubblefield with all kinds of problems gives it to Sanders. And then a timeout going to be called by Coach Nee, as it looked like Chapin was turning up the pressure in the half court. And first time we've really seen that. And I believe that's head coach Rodney Lewis, who has been, he was very unhappy with the foul call that was made. And very vocal about it. And I'll say the same thing out of what I saw in the Franklin tournament. The El Paso officials will let the coaches go a little bit more like college basketball to feel, in that you can kind of get away with a little bit more there. So now I don't know what the line is. I'll say there's definitely been, I've seen technicals called in New Mexico for less. Inbounds goes to Stubblefield in the backcourt. 7:07 to go in the second. I don't think there's anything wrong he did with it. Stubblefield's going to have the ball taken away from him. And then coming up the floor on the steal, Garcia's fouled. And it'll be an inbounds play coming up as they call the foul on Warren. We'll see Isaiah Richards and looks like Deontay Bynum come into the game for Alamogordo. Stubblefield checks out. Warren checks out. And so it'll be Smith and Bynum, Richards, Bickham, and Sanders. I get the feeling DeMyron and Kai are going to end up playing a lot of this game. Tiger staying in his zone. And trying to go deep inside to Leverett, but they'll keep it on the perimeter. Leverett flashes out to the top of the key. They'll get the ball to him at the free throw line. They work in the lane, and Bickham was able to steal it away from him. And here comes Bynum the other way with it for Alamogordo. Deontay finds Kai at the left wing. He'll fire up another three. No good this time. Rebound inside is pulled in by Sanders. Sanders trying to do something with it, and he ends up traveling with it. He was trying to get it out to Richards, but he was in the midst of three players underneath from Chapin, and must have taken an extra step in there. It's kind of hard to tell with all the bodies whether he did travel or not. The official had a much better view. Ball at the top of the key with Garcia. Garcia goes to the right elbow, then passes into the lane. Good feed, but not able to finish was Gaboa. That might have been where the foul was. And then a second opportunity is no good from Chapin, and Alamogordo pushes it up ahead. Great feed from Bynum as he feeds a Warren, or I should say Sanders up ahead, and Trey's got his first bucket, and Alamogordo goes back in front, 20-19, 6:05 to go in the second quarter. It's Garcia with the basketball, working it around to the right wing. Now between the circles. Left wing in the hands of Garcia. He'll fire up a long three. It's no good. Sanders able to secure the rebound, give it off to Bynum. And then Bynum will come the other way with the basketball. Gives it to Bickham. Bickham into the lane. Pull-up jump shot. That was a tough one. And Smith was able to save it to Bynum. Bynum finds Sanders. Sanders spin move into the lane. Goes up with a tough shot over the hand of Leverett. He gets the rebound inside. We'll see a foul on the floor. And I think we will see a sub. A couple of subs. Nathaniel Best will come in for Trey Sanders. Good work from Trey underneath the basket. Baseline left inbounds. Leverett's going to come out, and Garcia will come out. And the inbounds will go to the left wing to Bynum. Bynum, pull-up jump shot from the left elbow is no good. Rebound is grabbed by Himes. Himes was getting a rest there. And he's back onto the floor. He's been the main producer for this team this evening. To the free throw line. The jump shot is up and no good from Pacheco, but the rebound tipped outside. And then Bynum is going to get a piece of a jump shot from Jordan, and the loose ball is going to come to Bickham. Tigers playing some good defense in this game. Bickham will find Bynum. Ball still in the backcourt. 5-minute mark here of the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers lead the Huskies 20-19. Ball in the left corner with it. Smith is trying to back his way in. We're going to get a foul on number 3, Bryce Prather. Third team foul. And Smith will inbound baseline left. Smith will get it into Bynum. Back to Smith in the left corner. Myron will go out between the circles to Richards. Richards double teamed and was able to find Smith as the ball pressure turned up a little bit. Bynum long three. That's no good. Rebound comes all the way out to the corner, and that's grabbed by Pacheco. It'll be Prather bringing in the front court here for the Huskies. He gives it off to Himes. Himes goes to the baseline, pull-up jump shot. Just rims out, rebound, tipped around, and eventually comes in the hands of the Huskies player, Pacheco. Now they get it outside to Gaboa. Gaboa, pull-up jump shot in the lane is good. Moody Gaboa with the bucket. And it's 21-20, Chapin with 4:18 remaining in the second quarter. As Bynum will bring it to the left wing. Over to the left corner into the hands of Bickham. Top of the key, Best has got the basketball. And he will airmail a pass. Was trying to find Bynum over in the right wing. Sanders will come out. Sanders will come out onto the floor and replace Best. And it'll be Prather coming in to the front court for Chapin. His team up by 1. Tigers in a man-to-man defense. They can play man-to-man without Leverett on the floor. It's a bit smaller lineup here for Chapin, and then a turnover on Chapin's side, an unforced turnover as Jordan left the ball behind. And we'll see number 11, Keyshawn Lawrence, come in, the 5'11 sophomore, and it will be for Jordan. So the inbounds will go to Garcia to Bynum, sorry. Ball at the right wing with Sanders. And right up on him. Sanders looking to dribble, and he's going to lose the ball out of bounds all by himself. 3:37 to go in the second with the Tigers down by 1. And a couple of bad turnovers for the Tigers in the last 2 possessions. Chapin had one on their last possession. And the offense has kind of ground to a halt over the last about minute 32 minutes of this first half. Ball goes to the right wing. Gaboa with it. Sanders sticking with him. Gaboa kicking out front court left with Himes all the way towards the center line. Gets a screen. Smith sticking right with him. Himes working off another screen and gets it off to the right wing. Shot is up and good. That is a 3, and it's in for Julian Pacheco, his second 3 of the game. And the Tigers down 24-20. Into the front court with it comes Bynum. Bynum, Sanders, finds Richards, gives it to Smith. He'll fire up a 3. And one will rim out, and Himes will lose the ball out of bounds, but it looks like it's from Sanders. And so it'll be Richards coming back to the bench, and Damian Padilla will come out on the floor for the Tigers. So 2:50 remaining in the first half, and Alamogordo's kept this one close, but they've had some opportunities after turnovers on this end by Chapin and haven't cashed in on those. Himes with the basketball at the right wing with Bynum on him. Drives into the lane, goes up with the shot. It's good, and they call a blocking foul on Sanders, who I think got there a little bit too late. So it's 26-20, and Himes will go to the line to try to finish up a 3-point play. And I think Himes is already up into a shooting motion. Himes is going to make the free throw. There was a mistake by the scorer's table as they were trying to buzz in Warren, but Himes already had the ball in his hand. So it's 27-20. And it'll be Bynum getting the basketball. With the Tigers down by 7, could really use a bucket here to not let Chapin pull away here right before the end of the half. Bynum gets in the lane, goes up with the runner, shorts it, tips the rebound right to Smith. Smith on the shot attempt had it blocked, but they'll call the foul on Himes. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Demyron Smith. D with 2 points. And make it 3 as he hits the first. Second free throw will fall in as well. 28-22, 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Quick pass into the left corner, and then a quick left wing 3, and that's good for Bryce Prather. 9 senior puts it in, and Chapin pushes it out to a 9-point game, 31-22. He's turned up the tempo a little bit there, bringing it in the front court. Bynum gets to the free throw line, kicks it out to Bickham. He puts in the 3 and answers right back. Kai Bickham from the left wing knocks it down, and it's 31-25. 9 points for Kai in the first half, and the Tigers are down by 6. 1:55 to go in the second. And out near midcourt, Prather with the basketball. Gives it out between the circles to Gaboa. And in left corner, they leave a man open for 3, and he puts it in. Tigers got to get out there. Pacheco knocks down the 3. You knew this team was... What did they call here? There was a whistle. And they allowed a sub. I'm not sure. Coach Nee was okay with the explanation, so I don't know. What led to the stoppage, and maybe they called a timeout to get the sub. I'm not sure. think there was a timeout. Warren with the basketball, finds Bynum out between the circles. A little bit more aggressive man-to-man as the quarter has gone on. Bynum trying to cross over his defender, gets to the free throw line. It's Warren. Fans wanted to travel. Now it's Smith with the basketball. Smith had the ball deflected away, but was able to get it back. And then feeds Padilla underneath, but Padilla can't get the lay-in to go. And then Damien's going to commit the foul. It will not put Chapin at the line, but Tigers certainly could have used that. That was a good pass there from Demyron, but Damien just couldn't get it to go. Marcus Bryant Jr. is going to come into the game for Alamogordo, and it will be for Damien. .107 remaining second quarter. Tigers down by 10. It's a 14-4, 14-5 Chapin run currently. Working it on the perimeter. Ball goes to the left wing with Prather. Now between the circles, Pacheco. And at the right wing into the hands of Gaboa. And over at the left wing into the hands of Pacheco. Between the circles, it's Prather. Prather continues to dribble there. 40 seconds remaining. Tigers have gone back to their zone. Underneath, they've got Himes playing in the post position. And they try to go into him. They get it to him in the low post, but he'll come all the way out to the right corner with the basketball, pick up his dribble, then go inside to Gaboa. Gaboa will back out to Himes. And now they work it around to Prather. They get it to the left wing. 3 on the way. This time no good, but Gaboa grabs the rebound, puts up the shot attempt, and finishes. Moody Gaboa with the bucket. And it's 12 seconds remaining. The Tigers 37-25. Trying to finish off the quarter. Bynum's got the basketball. Gave it off to Bickham. He'll fire up a 3. He'll miss it. But the rebound grabbed by Smith, and he'll go up on the reverse and put it in. And the Tigers finish on a positive. 37-27 at halftime here at Chapin High School as the Tigers trail the Huskies on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up for you next. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
It's never too early to win. Letter jackets for Christmas.
The Winter Circle offers a variety of letter jackets in traditional styles for your students in Alamogordo, Cloudcroft, Tularosa, and Mescalero. Stop by today and help make your high schoolers' last years memorable. Lay away your letter jacket now. The Winter Circle, outfitting champions for over 50 years.
1201 East 10th Street. Open Monday through Friday.
Go Tigers! See you at the games!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more less than your current interest rate with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a Loco loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th and Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. I apologize. I didn't realize our volume had been a little messed up during that first half, so hopefully you guys were able to hear that okay. Not really sure what exactly was going on there, but sometimes the volume, when I look at it here, looks different than what it is actually showing up as. So sorry about that. I went back and listened to a little bit of the first half on our YouTube channel, and clearly it was not very loud. So hopefully you guys were able to keep up with what's going on. It is halftime with Alamogordo currently trailing Chapin 35-27. But, we built up Chapin a lot going into this game as a top 10 caliber team in Class 5A in Texas. And, I think the Tigers have held their own. Alamo's done a good job of not turning the ball over. I will say, the one thing that has hampered Alamogordo throughout the season is when teams really pressure them defensively. And Chapin really hasn't done that a ton. I mean, they're playing man-to-man defense, and they're playing it pretty tight. But I feel like they really haven't been really on the Tigers as much as we've seen some other teams this season do that to Alamogordo. So, it's one of those that we'll have to see how the Tigers handle if Chapin is a team that's going to change that up in the second half. The other thing, we didn't see a lot of Jaden Leverett, and I don't think he was in foul trouble. I think it was a decision based on what they wanted to do offensively because they have a lot of guards that can really shoot the ball. Julian Pacheco has knocked down 3 threes. He's got 9. Brandon Himes has got 14. He's hit a couple of three-pointers. He's been the player I've been most impressed with in that first half. And Leverett, I don't know if he touched the ball maybe 5 or 6 times total in the first half. They just weren't able to get it into him that much. And, when he did get it in there, Alamogordo actually turned him over a couple of times. So credit the Tiger defense. They did a good job in that first half. We'll see if that changes. And, gotta remember this is a really good Alamogordo team this year. And, they certainly need to have a big second half if they're going to be able to come back in this game. And the things that I look at more than anything else, Tigers have rebounded well. They've avoided turnovers, which has kind of been their bugaboo this season, is too many turnovers. And they've been hitting shots when they need to. Kai Bickham has knocked down 3 threes and has really helped keep the game close. But more than anything else is their ability to get out and defend on the 3, and it's tough because you're trying to play a zone defense and not let the ball go inside and kind of leave some spots open on the outside. So you're trying to keep it kind of tight in the perimeter, and when you've got some guys that can shoot from the outside, it certainly changes things up a little bit in terms of guys being able to try to shoot some threes from the outside. But overall, I think a good first half for Alamogordo. Obviously going to have to be a little bit better if they're going to come on the road here and get a win. By the way, leading scores for the Tigers, Kai Bickham had 9, 6 points for Demyron Smith, 4 points for Deontay Bynum, 2 points each for Nico Stubblefield, Jason Warren, Trey Sanders, and Marcus Bryant Jr. All right, we're going to take another break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We will come right back and bring you more halftime. We've got about 5 minutes left on the halftime clock, and we'll bring it back right here to El Paso.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more, less than your current interest rate, with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a local loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th and Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
This has been the Otero Federal Credit Union post pregame halftime. That's where we're at. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. I basically went through all the different shows that the Otero Federal Credit Union brings you guys. Welcome back to El Paso and Chapin High School. Alamogordo trails Chapin 37-27 in boys basketball. Just a reminder, we'll have the girls game coming up for you next. Have about a 12-minute warm-up after the boys game wraps up, and then we'll get into the ladies game for you guys here at Chapin High School. So we look forward to bringing you that one as well. Do want to mention as well, I know I talked about it last week. This will be our only Tiger Sports broadcast this week. We're not making the trip out to Portales. I'm going to effort to see. Last year they did have some stuff up on their Vimeo page that they broadcasted their games. I'm hoping they're going to do that again so we can share that with you guys so y'all can watch the game over from there in Portales. But just a heads up, we're not making the trip out to Portales on Friday for the Alamogordo boys against the Rams. And so just want to give y'all a heads up if you want to make the trip out there on Friday, or if you want to find other ways to either listen or watch the game. I'm sure there are some options out there that even I'm not totally aware of, but I just wanted to make sure you guys that normally listen to our broadcast of Tiger basketball that we are not making that trip out there on Friday. So want to make sure you guys are well aware and can plan accordingly. You've got 2.5 days to kind of figure things out if you want to make the long trip out there, or like I said, I'm going to reach out to some of the folks at Portales High School and see if they're doing that again this year, if that was just kind of a one thing only for them last year. And if there's a link for that game, we'll make sure we post it up on the Alamo Sports Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff so you guys can watch the game on Friday, if there is that option. I don't know if there will be for sure. Okay, looks like the Tigers will be on defense to start things here, and it'll be Kai Bickham, Deontay Bynum, Marcus Bryant Jr., Jason Warren, and Demyron Smith. And for Chapin, it'll be Julian Pacheco, Savion Jordan, Brandon Himes, Mudia Gaboa, and Jaden Leverett. Right to left in the second half for Chapin, left to right in the second half. Tigers staying in a 2-3 zone, and they'll get it at the baseline to Leverett. He'll find a cutting Garcia along the baseline, a good feed from Garcia to Gaboa, and he'll lay it up and in, and Chapin goes up by 12, 39-27. And so it'll be Bynum into the front court for Alamogordo. Man-to-man defense still for Chapin as Bickham gets the ball at the right wing. Out goes top of the key to Warren. I got away with the travel there. At the left wing, it's Bynum with it. A couple of jab steps. Now looking to drive. Pull-up jump shot off the glass is good. And one. Gets the contact. Deontay, I think he's okay. Yeah, it looks like he is. I thought he was holding his ankle a little bit afterwards, but he seems to be all right. Deontay Bynum able to drive past his defender, go up with the shot, put it in off the glass, and draw the foul. And at the free throw line, he will miss backroom on the first. Warren almost had the rebound, couldn't squeeze it. And then a whistle called, and I'm guessing it was jump ball? What did they call? Because if it was possession error, it would have been Alamogordo basketball there. They didn't call a foul. That's weird. Anyway, to go to Leverett, kind of on the high post, and now they'll go deep inside to him and coming across and just not letting him even go up with the basketball. Tigers will foul him. Smith came across and, well, they're going to call that on the ground. I'm surprised they didn't call that in the act of shooting. Certainly could have. 7:02 to go in the third. Tigers down by 10. Inbounds goes all the way to the right wing to Himes. They work it around to the left wing. A pump fake by Gaboa. Back to Himes between the circles. And now he'll take a three with a hand in his face. No good, but right there on the rebound and stuffing it down is Leverett. And it's 41-29 with 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Into the front court with it comes Bynum. Right wing into the hands of Bickham. Now between the circles to Warren. And now to Bynum at the left wing. Another pump fake from him. Garcia, or I should say Pacheco, guarding him. Give it to Bryant. Now it's Warren in the right corner. Jason finds Bickham. Bickham got caught in midair but was double clutched and able to pass it to Warren. And then gives it off to Kai. Kai was trying to fire up a three, but it was good defense by Gaboa to make that difficult on him. Now off to the right wing, off a screen from Warren. Bickham gets to the free throw line, finds Bynum. Left wing fires up a three. It's no good. Inside, Warren able to save it, diving out of bounds, gets it to Bryant, who will now find Bynum. Bynum works into the lane, goes to the basket, shot no good, rebound out of bounds, last off of, they're going to say Savion Jordan. And the Tigers will keep it on this side. Baseline right of the basket to inbound with 6:01 to go here in the third quarter. Inbounds goes to Bickham, and he will hand the ball off to Bynum. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers down by 12, and then stolen away. Bynum was trying to find Smith in the corner, and taking it all the way to the other end and drawing the foul is Himes. Himes read the pass and then raced the other way. And the foul going to be called on Deontay. Second team foul on Alamogordo in the quarter. And it'll be 2 free throws yet again for Brandon Himes. He's been at the line plenty in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be his 8th and 9th free throws. And he's 4 of 7 in the game. Free throw up and good. 42-29. Chapin in front of Alamogordo. And one more. That one no good, but the rebound grab by Leverett. He tries to work his way inside, and he travels. .5:44 to go in the third. And it's Chapin leading 42-29. I like the goal for Alamogordo to try and get this to single digits before the end of the quarter. They got plenty of time to do it. Bryan catches the ball. Left corner three on the way is no good. High up the back of the rim. Leverett will grab it now towards the free throw line. And Gaboa will bring it in the front court. Finds Himes in the left corner. Spin move works towards the baseline. Smith with good defense. He'll have to kick it back out to Pacheco. Right wing into the hands of Jordan. Jordan will go out between the circles now to Pacheco. And at the left wing, it is Himes with it. Pacheco over to the right wing now to Jordan. Savion Jordan, bounce pass to the right elbow to Himes. Himes somehow got a pass inside to Leverett. Leverett went up through the contact. No foul called, and he's able to get it to go. Leverett with 6. And Chapin out to their biggest lead at 15, 44-29. Ball in the left corner. Bryant with the basketball. Finds Bynum now between the circles. Man-to-man defense for Chapin. Now, front court right for Smith. Smith will dribble with it. Tigers not finding many options here. They're moving a lot, but good denial defense here from Chapin. Smith will get the ball over at the far sideline with Himes on him, then back to Bynum. 4:26 to go. Tigers, now Bynum gets to the top of the key. Gaboa on him and trying to split a couple of defenders. It's going to be turned over. And now all the way to the other side is Leverett. It was 2-on-1. Not much to be done there for the Tigers, and Marcus Bryant was trying to swipe the ball away, but Leverett really doesn't even have to get off the ground to tuck that in. Now between the circles with it, they give it to Warren. Left wing to Bynum. Chapin starting to wear down Alamogordo a little bit here in this quarter. A couple up and under moves and a hand in his face and a tough shot for Smith. It goes out of bounds. They called it last off of Chapin. There's 2 or 3 of those tonight. Honestly, they've all gone Alamogordo's way that I've sort of felt like could have been given to Chapin, but sometimes one of those where you knock it out of the player's hands, even if it's last touched. And I'm going to be able to go to the video and see whose ring finger it touched off of last. Here's Bynum driving the lane, going up with a scoop shot, and they'll call an offensive foul. And Coach Nee, I think, feeling like he hasn't gotten those calls earlier in the game. And Coach Nee is going to call a full timeout. And it'll be a timeout on the floor with 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Huskies 46, Tigers 29. And we will return. Chapin High School, it's a Tiger basketball doubleheader. Boys playing now, girls coming up here in probably about 20, 25 minutes. Stay with us.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Turnover by Chapin as they're bringing up the front court. Jordan slipped and fell to the floor after bumping into Warren. A right wing three is no good from Bickham. And then Sanders trying to power his way inside, knock down Himes. His shot is no good. And this time Leverett grabs the rebound. 46-29 Chapin on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. 3:09 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Himes driving the lane, goes up, and a blocking foul going to be called on Alamogordo. And Coach Nee on his knees trying to figure out what's the difference between what happened on that play and the one over on this end. They call the foul on Sanders. Now, I thought Trey had gotten there. Inbounds to Leverett, and a foul going to be called on Sanders. And then they'll call another one on Sanders as he tried to knock it away. And Richards will come into the game. So Sanders will have to check out. And it's going to be 2 free throws here for Leverett. Trey's going to have to come back in because it's already the bonus. Well, not sure what Coach Nee is upset with at the moment. Leverett will fire up the first and miss. Now, I can understand the frustration there. The block charge calls have not shown a whole lot of consistency in this game. And 3 minutes to go, the Tigers down 47-29 as they give it to Bickham. Bickham is double-teamed, able to get out of the double team and find Richards in the corner for three. It's no good. And the rebound fought for by Warren, but tipped to Leverett. Himes will bring him to the front court up ahead. Himes had the ball deflected away, and Bynum will get it. It was Bickham who knocked it away. Good cross-court feed to Richards. Richards' shot attempt is no good, though. And here comes Chapin the other way. And alley-oop toss up for Leverett, and it's 49-29. Things started to open up a bit, and Smith, trying to work his way past Himes, gets called for the foul. Inbound for Richards on the far sideline, as they'll get it to Bynum. Warren setting a screen, and they'll call a foul on Pacheco as he tried to fight through a screen. With 2:21 remaining in the third quarter. Sub as Himes will check out, and Xavier Stewart comes into the game. Pacheco also checks out, and they bring in Jacob Garcia, does Chapin. Tigers have Richards and Bickham, Smith and Warren and Bynum on the floor. And a far sideline inbound for Richards, and he'll give it off to Bynum. Bynum off a screen from Warren. Right of the lane, goes up with the runner, shot no good, and Leverett's got the rebound. And it'll be Garcia pushing into the front court. Garcia, left elbow, goes up with the jump shot. It's no good. And battle for the rebound. Richards able to rip it out of the hands of Gaboa. And then Richards will give it to Bynum. Bynum to Richards to Bickham. Bickham gets to the free throw line. Finds Bynum, right wing, going to fire up a three. It's short. Gets his own miss. And then as he was driving from the free throw line, they're going to call a foul on Leverett. And I think it was a blocking foul. And the Tigers will inbound baseline right of the basket. I think, honestly, Bynum had already lost control of the basketball there, but Tigers catch a break on that call. Down by 20, 3 on the way from Smith is no good, and the Tigers just cannot get a bucket to fall. They only got 2 points in the quarter. Quickly into the front court, tried to feed an entry pass to Leverett, but too tall for him, which is saying a lot, as Garcia was not able to get it to him. The 6'10 Leverett, so that was just a bit too beyond his reach. And he has been the point getter in this quarter for his team, 9 after being held at just 2 points in the first half. 1:32 remaining. Bickham going to fire up a three, and Leverett got a piece of it. And it's going to be Jordan pushing into the front court. Jordan at the top of the key, into the lane, all the way down the middle and lays it up and in. I think Coach Nee was frustrated. Tigers really weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing offensively on that play. At least I thought I heard him saying, "What are you doing?" But maybe I'm wrong. And here is Smith as he tries to drive down the lane. Thought Richards was going to be at the baseline. He turns it over. And so let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 14-2. The Tigers have been outscored in the quarter. 51-29. And Tigers have had some decent looks, but just not hitting the shots like they had been in the first half. Ball at the right wing, and now over to the left wing. They go inside Leverett. Leverett double teamed, and a free throw line jump shot is up and good as he fed it to Carlos Puente. And it's 53-29 as we are under 45 seconds to go in the third. Bynum's got the basketball between the circles. Bynum at the free throw line fires up a tough shot and gets one to fall. Deontay with the only points in the quarter for Alamogordo. He's got 8. Quickly up ahead. Tigers kind of back late on transition. And they quickly find Jordan, who raced up the far sideline. Went up on the reverse. Not an easy shot, but Tigers just back late defensively. And Bickham will see the ball poked out of bounds at the far sideline by Leverett. And it'll be the Tigers a full line change here with 20 seconds remaining in the third, as they will bring in Sanders and Best, Stubblefield, Padilla, and Bryant onto the floor. And into Padilla in the corner. Damian finds a bounce pass to Bryant, and then goes to Stubblefield. They go to the left wing to Best. They get it to Padilla. Padilla in the lane, lost the handle. Found Best, found Sanders, and Sanders will lay it in with 5 seconds remaining. A little bit more on the offense for the Tigers. 3 on the way. Had a good line there from Jordan. But all Chapin in the third quarter. A 10-point half-time lead swells to 22. 55-33 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
(55-33) as we go to the fourth quarter. And the Tigers with Sanders, Best, Stubblefield, Bryant, and Padilla on the floor. One thing I will say, Tigers pretty much had Kai and Deontay. And who else was it? DeMyron, who pretty much played the entire first three quarters, and I think fatigue was starting to set in a little bit there for Alamogordo. Here's Bryant with the basketball top of the key. Stubblefield back to Bryant. Left wing will fire up a tough three. It's no good, but inside, Sanders able to grab the rebound. His putback no good. Second putback, he went up with it, and I think it's going to be a jump ball as it was tied up. And it'll be Chapin basketball as the Tigers had it on the beginning of the quarter. Tigers down by 22. And into the front court with it is Garcia. And I will say something the Tigers had going into the season was a pretty good amount of depth, and it's definitely changed a little bit. Had some players that are no longer with the team, and it's something the Tigers are going to have to adjust to a little bit as the inbound, or rather the shot attempt by Chapin is no good. Rebound by Padilla. I think the Tigers still have very good depth. Good feed from Bryant. Finds Sanders, who pump fakes, goes up with the shot, but is going to be fouled, and it'll be 2 free throws for Trey Sanders, who has 4 points tonight. It'll be his first trip to the line. But there's no doubt that there are some guys that Alamogordo's missing, and not much you can do about it. Just got to go out there and play, and it's also giving some other guys an opportunity. Nathaniel Best has played much more, and we'll see both Devon Herrera-Hamilton and Antoine Herrera-Hamilton. I'm sorry. A lot of years of saying Devon. Sorry, Antoine. That's my bad. But both those guys on the varsity roster for tonight, mainly junior varsity players. Free throw no good from Sanders. He did make the first. And here comes Chapin into the front court. Just in front of the top of the key, going up with the jump shot, and no good is Prather. Tigers able to grab the loose ball. And here comes Brian into the front court with Alamogordo down 55-34. And going right of the lane and going up with the shot attempt is Bryant, and he crashes into the padding up against the wall, but seems to be okay. And it'll be Marcus Bryant Jr. to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Marcus hit a shot in the first half. Chapin is going with a good amount of their reserves at this point in the game as well. They've got Peyton Parker, 6'4" senior out there, and then Jacob Garcia. Those guys have seen a decent amount of minutes. Free throw, no good from Bryant. They also got number 13, Carlos Puente, a 6'2" freshman. Number, I can't tell who the other young man is out there. I think it's 14. Free throw's good from Bryant. No, I'm sorry, that's 12. Xavier Stewart, 6-foot sophomore. Stewart able to drive into the lane, get it out the left wing, and then front court left in the hands of Garcia. Guarded by Bryant. They spread it out, go man-to-man. And Garcia able to drive to the basket, goes up with a shot attempt. Foul going to be on Marcus. And it'll be 2 free throws for the Huskies. And it will be the freshman Puente going to the line. 2 points in the game. First free throw will rattle out for him. And then one more free throw here for Puente with 6:38 remaining in the game. Puts it up and in. Lead back out to 21 for the Huskies. As the inbounds will go to Stubblefield, and he'll give it off to Bryant. Bryant with the basketball. Right wing extended. He continues to dribble. Man-to-man defense for the Huskies. Tigers have got 2 across each side of the lane. And Coach Nee now yelling out a new play as he'll get the ball to Stubblefield at the right wing. They find Padilla. Padilla had the ball deflected away. It comes to Sanders. And Trey with the basketball. Sanders able to work in the lane. Stops, goes up with a tough shot, and had his hands on his miss, and Sanders felt like he got fouled as he went up with the shot attempt. As Chapin comes the other way with 6 minutes remaining in the game. Driving and having a shot blocked by Stubblefield was Prather, but the loose ball comes to a Chapin player, and they'll reset things. Good block there from Stubblefield with his reach. And then driving and going up with the right-hand shot is Puente, but he'll be fouled, I think, by Padilla. It is. And 2 more free throws here for Carlos Puente. Now the Tigers will be on the road on Friday against Portales, which I think that Portales team is 7-2, 6-2, something like that. I think that's their first, Thursday will be their first home game of the season. First free throw misses for Puente. I complained about the Tigers not getting very many home games this year. Some teams haven't even played at home yet. Free throw good. As he hits back end again, and it's 57-35. Now, I'm not sure we'll see starters from either side. Well, Tigers, it looks like they are going to bring their starters back out, or the majority of them. As the ball goes the right wing to Stubblefield. They go to Sanders. Sanders trying to work baseline, and Parker edged him out of bounds, but they'll call the foul on that. I think the only starter that's... Oh, Marcus was out there, so he was one of the starters that was still on the floor. So Isaiah Richards will come in. They'll bring in Jason Warren, Demyron Smith, Deontay Bynum, and Kai Bickham. And those guys, I think, all needed a rest. And then we'll see a foul as Bickham knocked down a 3 in the corner. And they call the foul on Bryce Prather. And it'll be another inbounds for the Tigers. That was before the inbounds. They get it to Bickham in the corner. Bickham goes inside to Richards. Richards had the ball knocked away. Kind of had the rug pulled out from underneath him as Garcia didn't let him post up, kind of moved out of the way and reached in and grabbed the ball away from him. Garcia, guarded by Bynum, able to get into the lane. Lost his balance as he went up with the shot, trying to draw the contact, and here comes the Tigers the other way. Here's an alley-oop feed to Smith. Couldn't get it to go as he caught it midair on the lay-in attempt. Tigers are going to steal it, though, as the Huskies are trying to come up the floor. Bickham got the steal, fed it to Bynum. And Bynum lays it up, and he's in double figures with 10. Quickly the other way, they find Parker in the right corner. Parker will give it off to Puente, and Puente see a charge called on Chapin. Kind of a delayed call on the charge. I think it was, especially for Coach Nee, who has been unhappy with the lack of charge calls for his team. He did get it there, but the Tigers are going to have to do something really special over the final 4.5 minutes. Chapin has brought back their starters onto the floor as well. Bynum's got the basketball between the circles. Give it off to the right wing to Richards. And look to get it inside to Warren, but the long reach of Leverett knocked it away, and he pushes up the floor himself, goes all the way to the basket and lays it in. And that's what you got to be as a 6'10 guy these days in basketball, is be able to ball handle and move it up the floor. And you can see why Leverett's got some Division I offers. He took that from the steal in the low post on the Tiger side and went all the way coast to coast with it. Inside they go to Warren. Tough shot from right of the lane is no good. And then Warren's going to commit the foul. And it'll be No, not quite yet free throws for Chapin. It'll be just the third team foul on Alamogordo. Huskies have committed 5 team fouls. 4:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And we've hit the halfway point. As Leverett will get the ball at the top of the key with Warren on him. Leverett assessing things, and then he'll hand it off to Pacheco. Pacheco gives it off to the left wing, and it's Gaboa with it. Now Pacheco, right wing extended, will dribble to the top of the key, work into the lane, had the ball deflected away by Bickham, but it finds its way to Himes. Himes going to go with a shot attempt, and he'll be fouled. He'll make the bucket, and will go to the line again to shoot a free throw. He's got 17 now. Bickham called for the foul. And it's 61-37, Chapin in front. And a warning on the Chapin bench as Coach Lewis, yet again, I'm not even sure what he was unhappy with. I don't know. Anyway, the free throw misses. Tigers able to grab the rebound, and Smith bringing the front court. Smith behind the back dribble, top of the key, stops, finds Richards at the baseline, gives it off to Warren. Warren high off the glass. Had 2 defenders coming right at him to try to block that, and Jason gets the bucket. He's got 4, and Alamogordo trails 61-39. Kind of a strange game. This hasn't felt like Alamogordo has been overwhelmed at any point, but Chapin has just slowly pulled away and has been pretty dominant in this game. Warren tries to get in there and steal it away. It allowed Leverett a clean run down the lane to go with the shot. He had it knocked away from him as he was going up with the shot attempt, but they'll call the foul on Alamogordo. And it'll put Leverett at the line to shoot 2. 13 points for the 6'10 junior. And he will go to the line for the second time tonight, 1 of 2. Technical foul going to be called on Chapin. And Coach Lewis, one of his assistant coach, was trying to pull him back, and he kind of swiped away at him with his towel. I always thought when you got a technical, you weren't supposed to. You're supposed to sit down, and you couldn't leave the bench area after that. So Leverett's going to shoot the 2 free throws. The Tigers will get 2 free throws in possession after this, and Leverett will make the first. And the second free throw is good. I mean, I don't think officiating has been stellar tonight, but I'll definitely say that it really hasn't had an impact on the game one way or the other. I don't think it's kept Alamogordo in it. I don't think it's kept Chapin from kind of pulling away in the game. I mean, I don't know. Both coaches have had their frustrations, there's no doubt. And Kai's going to miss front rim on the first. Makes on the second. And that puts Kai to double figures with 10. 63-40. It'll be far sideline inbound for Alamogordo. Richards will put it in. As the inbounds goes to Bynum. And just that long scoring drought for Alamogordo, but again, they weren't turning the ball over a ton, just weren't getting good looks. Really good, solid defense. Left wing 3 from Bickham is no good. Leverett will box out and grab the rebound underneath and hand it off to Himes. We'll bring him to the front court. Himes looking for a screen and goes the opposite way of it. Smith is going to get called for a foul. And they'll put Himes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. .244 remaining in the game. Tigers trailing by 23 at 63-40. And the first free throw is up and in. And this hasn't been like an overly exciting game. It's one of those where it just feels like we've had a lot of downtime, and I don't know, the pace of things that the games over at Franklin over the weekend. I thought all three games Alamogordo played were really interesting and fun to watch, and I don't know, this one just hasn't really had that aspect to it in this game. It's odd. Not a bad game, just and it really hasn't been. I mean, the first half was a competitive. I can't place it for whatever reason. It's not on either team. It's nothing to do with the score or anything. It just has had this game's had a weird feel to it. I don't know how else to describe it. Probably just me more than anything else. Maybe it's coming off of New Year's. I don't know what the deal is. Better quarter here for the Tigers, but that third quarter was all the difference. Alamogordo only scored 6 points and saw their deficit increase from 10 points to over 20, and now sitting at 25. Bickham will inbound to Bynum, and I do think that fatigue maybe started to play a little bit of a factor there for the Tigers in that third quarter, as Bynum gets a screen from Warren and works to the left wing, still has his dribble, and still working with it, has it at the elbow. Tigers working around away from the basketball, but Bynum continues to dribble, and he looks to drive, and he will go up with a fade away from the free throw line. That's no good. 2:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Himes will drive the lane all the way to the basket, and he'll dunk it down. Tigers into the front court with Bickham. And Bickham goes up with the scoop shot and gets it to go. Kai with 12. He pump faked from the high post and took a step in and went up with the shot. Himes going to fire up a right wing three, and he'll put that down. And timeout going to be called by Chapin as they lead 70-42. 1:48 remaining in the game. And can't tell if we're on a 30 or a full. I think it's a full. We'll go ahead and take a break. Just a reminder, we got Alamogordo girls basketball coming up for you next. The Lady Tigers take on the Lady Huskies, and will be our second game of the night. Coach Vela, I think, motioning his team over here to the near where we're sitting in our broadcast position. All right, we'll go ahead and keep it right here. I thought we were going to take a break, but I think I chatted too long. I think it was a 30-second timeout. Anyhow, Chapin will sub on a lot of their reserves. Alamogordo will do the same with about 1:45 left in the game. And the Tigers offensively just not able to keep pace with Chapin in this game. As ball deflected away, but Tigers will gather it back in, and Julian Favela with it. And they'll call a foul, and I think Julian will go to the line to shoot free throw. So it's Favela, Padilla, Sanders, and Stubblefield and Best on the floor. And for Chapin, Messiah Wilson, a 5'11 junior. First time we've seen him on the floor tonight, as Julian will hit the free throw. And number 25, Evan Woodside, a 6'2 senior, is also out there for the first time tonight. Free throw misses. Rebound is pulled in by Xavier Stewart, number 12. And he'll come into the front court. Comes all the way to the lane, kicks it back out. 1:28 remaining in the quarter. 70-43, a little crossover move and into the lane to the basket. And coming across and blocking was Favela. And it'll be Padilla grabbing it for the Tigers. Good defense there by Favela. Padilla able to work his way into the front court. Finds Best, gives it off to Bryant. Bryant at the top of the key, trying to burrow his way into the lane. They'll call it jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep it on this side with Chapin. And so it'll be, or no, I'm sorry, with Alamogordo. As I said that, I thought that was wrong. But the inbound's going to be stolen away. A nice behind-the-back dribble from Stewart. Stewart will race to the basket and will miss on the lay-in. Follow-up attempt, no good from Pacheco. And then Stubblefield tried to save it at the far sideline, but he'll step out of bounds with 55 seconds remaining in the game. And it'll be an inbounds play for Chapin here as they lead by 27. Tigers drop to 9-3. Stubblefield will still the inbounds. Nico trying to work his way into the front court. He's going to be fouled by Lawrence as he stumbles to the floor. And it'll be Nico going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So 9-3 for the Tigers, but losses to, what a lot of people would say maybe the 2 best teams in El Paso and Chapin and Americus. And then a solid Rio Rancho team. I will say that loss isn't holding up quite as well as the season has progressed. Rio's kind of an interesting team this year when you look at some of the wins and losses. I don't know if they've gone through some injuries or things, but Nico gonna fire up the second, and he'll miss the second. Rebound, Favela will grab it. Putback is no good, and then the rebound this time is cleared by Chapin. 70-44, pull-up jump shot on the other side is good from Keyshawn Lawrence. And with 38 seconds remaining in the fourth, Brian will race into the front court for the Tigers. Works baseline, had the ball deflected away out of bounds. And it was by Lawrence. And the Tigers will inbound underneath their own basket, baseline right. Chapin will improve to 18-4 as the inbounds goes to Padilla as he catches out near the midcourt line. Damian trying to feed a bounce pass to Favela at the baseline, but stolen away. And grabbed by Messiah Wilson. Wilson will bring it to the front court. Wilson will kick it out to the corner. Fuentes with the basketball. Back to Wilson. Wilson will fire up a long 3. It's no good. Rebound. And his teammates really wanted to see him pull that down. As I think he's a junior, but doesn't play a ton. And 5 seconds left. It'll be a 3, and it's up and good from Lawrence. And this one is over. 75-44. Chapin comes away with the victory. And we'll come back here on the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show and pregame show because we get ready for Alamogordo girls basketball as they get ready to face off against the Chapin Lady Huskies. Handshakes at the half-court line. And we will take a break. The Tigers fall to the Huskies 75-44. We'll get you stats and more coming up here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
It's never too early to lay away. Letter jackets for Christmas.
The Winter Circle offers a variety of letter jackets in traditional styles for your students in Alamogordo, Cloudcroft, Tularosa, and Mescalero. Stop by today and help make your high schoolers' last years memorable. Lay away your letter jacket now. The Winter Circle, outfitting champions for over 50 years.
1201 East 10th Street. Open Monday through Friday.
Go Tigers! See you at the games!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more less than your current interest rate with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a Loco loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th and Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company, 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Chapin High School. Alamogordo ends up falling to Chapin in boys hoops by a final score of 75-44. Stats from the game: 12 for Kai Bickham to lead the way, 10 for Deontay Bynum, 6 points for Demyron Smith, 5 points Trey Sanders, 4 points for Jason Warren, 3 points for Nico Stubblefield, 3 points for Marcus Bryant Jr., and 1 point for Julian Favela. On the other side, 24 points for Brandon Himes. He led the way for his side, 15 for Jaden Leverett, 9 points for Julian Pacheco, 7 for Savion Jordan, 6 points for Moody Gaboa, 5 points for Keyshawn Lawrence, and 4 points for Carlos Puente. Like I said, the Tigers played them tough through a quarter. I think it was a 1-point game, and even the second quarter, they just, Chapin slowly pulled away. They found themselves up by 10. I think it was 37-27. And then following that, it was the third quarter where the Tigers just could not find their footing offensively and really started to struggle. And Chapin, again, it wasn't a barrage, but they just kind of slowly pulled away, and they got Leverett going. I think he had 10 points in that quarter, and it just kind of got away from the Tigers from that point. I mean, I never really felt like Chapin was in a lot of trouble in this game, to be honest. And just for the Tigers, they couldn't quite get really settled and find a way to maybe try to pull away with the lead. And the Tigers had the lead a little bit in the first half, but it's a team that's obviously much more than their big guy. Himes is one heck of a player, and I think one of the reasons why this team is as good as it is, that they've got that incredible guard, and the fact that you've got the big guy inside, it forces defenses to defend him and lets the guards on the outside have a little bit more room and a little more things that they can do with the basketball, and it makes it challenging for teams to try and defend them. So it's a very, very good Chapin team, and kind of an interesting difference, I feel like, in comparison to Americas, where I said there wasn't really a player that stood out to me that I felt like was just superb and heads above everybody else, but everybody, just did things so well on that team. They passed well, they played defense well, not necessarily have a star player, whereas I think this Huskies team probably has 2, maybe 3 guys that, just they kind of stand out to you, and a lot of very good players on the other side. I'm not taking anything away from the other guys that are on the team, but impressed with how the 2 teams are different. In the way, their style of play and everything. So it's been kind of interesting watching these 2 games over the last couple weeks. For Alamogordo, this is a game that, turnovers really didn't cost them a ton, just because Chapin, really didn't pressure them defensively. They just played a really solid man-to-man defense and didn't allow easy shots. And, I think the Tigers at times kind of fell into some old things they haven't done a lot this year, which is, maybe dribbling the ball a little bit too much and, not working it around. So, there were certainly some things that are coming out of this game that Alamogordo can work on. It's not one of those where you just go, boy, that other team is just so much better than us. I didn't necessarily get that feeling in this game, and I didn't get that feeling in the Americas game either. There were things Alamogordo could have done to be, have a better chance to win this, and just didn't work out for them that way. So they'll try to regroup, and they'll play Portales coming up on Friday. And they'll play one more coming up this week. All right, we got the girls' game coming up next. We'll preview that one for you. I'll let you know. It's been not that long since we did a girls' game. We did the Roswell game. Actually, 2 games in a row that week, now that I think about it. So we will talk about what the Alamo girls have been up to. We've had a few more boys' games since then. And we'll talk about the Chapin team that they're getting ready to play here in just a little bit, as the captain's meeting is over at the center circle. So the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show becomes the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Alamogordo girls taking on the Chapin ladies here in El Paso. So we look forward to bringing that one Coming up next, you're listening to Lady Tiger basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk. Once again, your final for the Alamogordo boys. They fall to Chapin by a final score of 75-44. And we'll return right after this.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more, less than your current interest rate, with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a local loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th and Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
Welcome back to Chapin High School. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show as the Alamogordo girls get ready to face off against the Chapin Huskies. The Lady Tigers at 4-6, Chapin at 7-13. As they have wins this season over El Dorado and Mountain View, South Hills, Parkland, Isleta, Horizon, Dunbar. Losses here to Borger, Lubbock, Abernathy, Hanks, Lamar, Midland Legacy, Arlington Heights out of Fort Worth. Pebble Hills has beaten them, Americus, Riverside, El Dorado, Andres, and Bel Air with wins over them. They played Bel Air pretty tight. Riverside was a little bit more of a lopsided difference, and we've, of course, seen Riverside in a game that, Lady Tigers played pretty well against Riverside through three quarters. Then the fourth quarter got away from them a little bit. Alamogordo at 4-6 on the season with wins this year over Roswell. They've also defeated Da Vinci School here in El Paso, Goddard and Silver. Lost two really tight games to Carlsbad, 38-33 and 44-42. Riverside beat them. Artesia beat them 65-52. Lovington 56-24, and then Hobbs 69-24. Hobbs, one of the best teams in the state. Lovington, my understanding is Almo was a lot of the team was under the weather in that game. So certainly feel for those ladies, and this is the time of year, unfortunately, where I don't know, any team every year there's a bug that runs through teams every single season, and it's just traveling on a bus. I'm telling you right now, there have been a few times that I've traveled with teams on buses for for high school hoops. I think I did it for basketball for a couple years, and then for football, and just to save driving myself in some of those situations. And I can tell you some of the 6 times I've been is riding buses. So you're just in a confined space, and the teams are together, and you're playing a game where you're in close proximity not only to your teammates but to your opponents. It's just it's part of the deal, unfortunately. And so it's one of those things that you just hope it doesn't hit at the worst time. I can remember an Alamogordo girls team that everybody was sick going into the state tournament. I think that was the year that Callista Jacob collapsed on the floor up at Volcano Vista. I think that was the right place where it was. I mean, super, super scary, but she'd just been battling being sick, and it was a little bit too much for her. And those are the kind of things that you just hope that don't happen to you, because what are you going to do? I mean, you're sick, so you just you do as much as you can to try to overcome such things. So my understanding is the team's feeling better, have recuperated, are in a good spot, and getting ready for tonight's game. They didn't have Tia Gordon in that loss to Lovington, so they've got her back on the floor, and kind of the usual starting 5 for the Lady Tigers: Tia Gordon, Abby Vasquez, Maddie Flores, Maya Fox, and Elizabeth Needham. And I'll tell you the starters here for Chapin in just a second. And we're getting underway pretty close to on time, which I got to say, for 3 games in a row, kind of surprising. We don't. I'll say it Alamogordo. It doesn't seem to. we had those 3 games in a row that night, and man, we were running late. All right, for Chapin, their starters: number 23, Isabella Zamora. In the center circle, Gordon will take the tip against Jasmine Blake. And the ball is tipped and controlled by Alamogordo. Samantha Wise out there on the floor for Chapin as well. We'll get you their heights and everything and their numbers. But here's Vasquez working the lane, goes up with the floater off the glass, no good. Needham able to grab the rebound and feed it outside to Fox. Alamogordo right to left, Chapin left to right in the first half. Fox left wing going to fire up a 3 off the pass from Gordon. Another offensive board for the Lady Tigers as Flores is able to grab it. And Vasquez will back up. So Vasquez wearing number 1, the senior. Maddie Flores wearing number 3, the freshman. Elizabeth Needham, the sophomore, wearing 23. The junior, Gordon, wearing number 52. They go inside to Fox. Fox had her shot blocked. Needham's going to get the loose ball, go up with it, and she'll put it in. Elizabeth Needham with the bucket, and the Lady Tigers lead at 2-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Maya Fox, a senior, wearing number 11. So we finish that off. Driving down the lane and going up with a scoop shot and not being able to finish is Jasmine Blake. She's a 5'8 junior. Number 21, Samantha Wise, a 5'8 sophomore. She's guarding Vasquez at the moment. Number 12, Vanessa Mota, a 5'8 sophomore. Gordon's got it at the elbow. She tries to work left of the lane, and as she works her way towards the basket, she ends up falling to the floor. Kind of actually got tripped up by the defender coming out on her, but Coach Vela, no big argument, just telling, hey, need to pass that to the outside when the help defense comes. And trying to drive in was Wise. She's cut off by Vasquez. Alamogordo playing a man-to-man defense. Switching on and off. And Wise will get at the left wing and fire up a 3. It's no good. And the rebound pulled in by Gordon. Also on the floor for Chapin, Josiah Valadas Hernandez, a 5'9 junior. Very well might be butchering one of those last names, but driving left of the lane and going up with the shot is Gordon off the pass from Fox. She'll be fouled, and Tia should be going to the line to shoot 2. I think I've gotten everybody now for Chapin. Number 23, Isabella Zamora. I don't think I mentioned her name, 5'8 junior. Gordon to the line, and she'll miss on the first. Lady Tigers have this one game this week, and then they'll host Tularosa coming up on Monday. And the free throws up and in. And we'll tell you the rest of the schedule for everybody else this week. Not an especially busy week. Crossover at a tournament in Jow. Chapin coming up the floor here. The free throw line, ball goes out to the right corner, open for 3, and putting it in is Josiah Valadas Hernandez. Tied up at 3. As Vasquez, trying to work her way right in the lane, is going to be fouled. And it'll be an inbounds as the foul called, number 21, Samantha Wise. Baseline right to inbounds for Flores. Gives it to Gordon, and then Vasquez, front court right now with the basketball as she holds up a number in her left hand. Gives it to Flores. Needham gets it at the left corner, inside to Gordon. Gordon trying to work her way inside and had to fire one up from outside the lane. Good defense down low by Zamora. And here comes Chapin in the front court with Blake with the basketball. Blake will be fouled as she tried to feed a pass to the right wing to Velades Hernandez. We'll say that's a hyphenated name for those that are wondering. Pass into the backcourt for Wise. And she'll come across the midcourt line. Alamogordo man-to-man defense. And Vasquez fell to the floor. And it's kind of strange. Wise just sort of slowed down and dribbled to her left. Driving the lane and going up with the floater high off the glass is no good from Blake. Rebound, though, grabbed by Chapin. Wise will fire up a 15-footer that's no good. Rebound going to go out of bounds. Last off of Vasquez. And an inbounds here for Chapin. Sub as Gordon will come out of the game. And we'll see a 3 on the inbounds from Wise, no good. And there'll be a rebound grab by Needham. Coming in the game for the Lady Tigers, Jillian Sanchez. As the ball goes to the right wing to Flores. She works to the free throw line. Now top of the key with it, it's Fox. Lady Tigers running the weave on the outside. Vasquez with the basketball. Give it off to Flores. Flores into the lane, goes up with the floater. Off the back of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebounds. We'll get a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give it to Chapin. Needham able to get in there and draw the tie-up. Alamo looked like was going to sub for a second, was going to bring MJ Rodriguez into the game, but they changed their mind, and now she'll go to the scorer's table. So next whistle, she'll come in. Ball knocked away from Blake as she was driving to the basketball, and it will end up in a jump ball, which Alamogordo will get the possession this time. So Rodriguez will come in for Fox with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and the game still even at 3. As Vasquez will bring it in the front court for the Lady Tigers. Taps the top of her head, goes to the top of the key, and gives it to the front court right to Needham, who will dribble there. Swing it to the top of the key, then over left corner to Vasquez. Sanchez trying to post up inside, but not able to get it to her. Vasquez dribbles and now come out between the circles with it. It'll be Flores. Now Vasquez, left corner with the basketball. They give it to Rodriguez between the circles. Flores now right wing. Get the ball to Needham. And over at the far sideline with it, it's Abby. Cross-court pass will go to Flores. Flores lost the ball and went right to Needham. Needham will swing it to her left to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the free throw line. Bounce pass to Needham in the corner. Needham will dribble once and then give it off to MJ. Top of the key. Left wing. Vasquez will fire up a 3. No good. Rebound underneath. Went off of Needham's hands. And then Sanchez going for the rebound. Ends up falling to the floor. And a foul called on Chapin with 3:31 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Tigers and Lady Huskies all tied up at 3. Sanchez will check out. And Tia Gordon's back into the game for Alamogordo. Flores will inbounds. Gives it to Needham in the right corner. Needham to Abby. Then they'll find Maddie in the right corner. Flores will bounce pass it back out to Vasquez. She dribbles at the right wing. Left wing over to Rodriguez, who tried to find Needham, but deflected off her hands out of bounds in the left corner. And now Madison Ruiz will come into the game for Madison Flores. And neither team getting going offensively in this first quarter. Almost 5 minutes gone, and each team sitting on 3 points. Dribbling at the left wing is Blake. Now to the game is Gabrielle Rogers. Rogers out between the circles. And then a left wing 3 on the way is no good. That falls out for Zamora. And Alamogordo grabs the rebound. Ruiz will bring it in the front court for the Lady Tigers. Ruiz swings it to Vasquez. Right wing extended. She holds the ball up over her head. Now between the circles, gives it to Rodriguez. Vasquez with 2:45 remaining in the first. Finds Ruiz out between the circles. Left wing over to Rodriguez. Gordon and Needham trying to post up inside. Haven't got it inside to him yet. Vasquez top of the key. Swings it out. Again, Needham trying to show inside. And now Coach Vela will call out a new play. 2:27 remaining, right corner. Ruiz tried to go inside to Gordon, but pass too tall. And Chapin will steal it and come the other way. Rogers loses the basketball as she comes to the lane. Now she's going to fire up a shot. No good. And Ruiz will grab the rebound for Alamogordo. 2:12 remaining in the first. Ruiz feeds the bounce pass to Needham. Needham almost wasn't ready for it, but Needham will feed it inside to Gordon, who was ready for the pass. That was a good feed from Elizabeth, and Gordon able to get the lay-in. And Alamogordo retakes the lead 5-3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And out near the midcourt line with it, Jasmine Blake gives it to her right to Wise. Now it's Rogers. She'll dribble to her left, guarded by Ruiz. Man-to-man defense here for the Lady Tigers. They work it around to Blake, who drives baseline. Shot was blocked as Needham came across late and deflected that. And Alamogordo grabs the loose ball with 1:35 remaining. Ruiz with the ball at the right wing. Crosses over, gets to the free throw line. Left wing gives it off to Needham. Inside they go to Gordon. Gordon to Vasquez, top of the key. I'm surprised Abby didn't fire it up there, but now she'll work in the lane. Goes up with the runner. Shot no good. Gordon able to grab the rebound. Put back no good. Grabs another rebound. Tries to pass it outside and does to Needham. Work it around. Right corner. Ruiz will fire up a three. No good. Rebound grab by Needham at the baseline. Now Alamogordo will get another chance here. Vasquez will fire up a three. That's good. Abby gets her first bucket to fall. And Alamogordo leads 8-3 with under a minute to go in the first quarter. And it'll be Rogers bringing to the front court here for Chapin. She dribbles to the right wing. Guarded by Ruiz. Gives it off to the left wing, and it'll be a travel going to be called on Zamora. As before she dribbled, took a hop to her left. And it'll be Alamogordo subbing in Maya Fox for MJ Rodriguez. Needham, Gordon, Ruiz, and Vasquez on the floor for Alamogordo. Subs for Chapin as well. Looks like number 24, Summer Blackwell, comes into the game. And it'll be Ruiz bringing it to the front court. She has between the circles. We'll give it off to the right wing to Gordon. Left corner, Fox. Fox, top of the key. We'll give it off to Vasquez. Another three on the way. That one's going to not connect and go out of bounds. And it'll be Chapin basketball here with 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 8-3 your score. As the ball goes top of the key to Rogers. Rogers will fire up a three, and she'll miss. Needham grabs the rebound for the Lady Tigers. To Ruiz. Ruiz brings it into the front court, swings it to her right. Gives it off to Vasquez. Vasquez to Needham, top of the key. Then back to Abby. She dribbles. Trying to work right of the lane. She'll backpedal out to the right corner. She'll fire up another three. No good. And that'll do it. As I wasn't even paying attention. The time was running out. Abby was, though, as she put up the shot. And that'll do it for one quarter of play. Not much offense, but the Lady Tigers have got the lead 8-3 after one. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
The inbounds, Chapin fires up a right corner three from Vanessa Mota. No good. Alamogordo grabs the rebound, and they lead 8-3 as we hit the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Vasquez with the basketball, gives it off to Needham, top of the key. Needham will find Gordon. Gordon going down the lane just inside on the left side Goes up with a shot attempt. It's no good, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Abby with 3, Tia with 3, Needham with 2, and Gisea Valadez-Hernandez with the only bucket for Chapin. And she knocked down 3 in that first quarter. The left-handed Gordon will miss on the first free throw. Sub for Chapin as they'll bring on Isabella Zamora. And Gordon will miss on the second, and I don't think that made contact with the rim. Did go off the backboard. And so Chapin will have the basketball. 7:33 to go in the second quarter. And in the hands of Blake, she'll give it off to Rogers, guarded by Ruiz, or I should say guarded by Flores. But the pass inside is going to be stolen away by by Gordon, and she'll give it to Vasquez. In the corner, Flores will dribble out to the right elbow. Swing it to the left wing to Needham. Needham ball fakes and dribble to the top of the key. Give it back to Maddie. Flores with it over to the far sideline to Vasquez. Vasquez drives by a defender all the way to the basket and lays it up and in. Vasquez with the runner that's good. And Alamogordo leads 10-3. As the pass will go to the free throw line to Blackwell. Blackwell has the ball stolen away by Gordon. Tia will give it off to Vasquez, and Vasquez comes into the front court with 6:40 remaining. Ball at the left wing. Needham comes off a screen, works in the lane, goes up with the runner, off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Rogers was able to save it, but ends up saving it right to Fox. So the Lady Tigers will get another try with 6:28 remaining in the quarter. And Vasquez works to the basketball at the left wing, off a screen from Gordon. Gets in the lane, goes up with a shot, hit too strong. Rebound pulled in by Mora. Now to be Blake bringing it into the front court. Comes to the top of the key. Out to the right corner. And driving in Zamora. Back to Blake at the right wing. She works the lane. Goes up for a shot attempt. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. And last off of either Needham or Gordon, who just stood in the center lane. Put all 4 arms up and had a difficult shot there for Blake. Inbounds goes to Blake in the left corner. She'll get out to Rogers, top of the key, with her opposite number, Flores, guarding her. 3 versus 3 here. Man-to-man defense for the Lady Tigers. Blake drives, and this time goes up with a shot attempt and is fouled. 5:53 remaining in the second, and a 10-3 lead for the Lady Tigers. And 2 free throws here for Jasmine Blake. And she'll put the first one in. Miss on the second. And the rebound pulled in by Gordon. 10-4 Lady Tigers leading. 5:48 to go in the half. At the top of the key, Vasquez will give it off left wing to Fox. Flores at the right wing. Looks to work to the free throw line. Passes to her left to Abby. Tigers continue to work it on the outside. As Fox will send a cross-court pass to, sure, she's looking for Needham or for Gordon, but Gordon gets to it out at the baseline, and it's back outside on the perimeter. Here's Flores driving the lane, going up with the runner. No good. Rebound is pulled in by Rogers. That one kind of sat on the rim for a little bit, but didn't fall in for the Lady Tiger freshman. Here's Rogers working left to the right of the lane, going up with a shot attempt. It's going to be blocked by Vasquez, and she crashes to the floor, does Rogers. Out of bounds, the ball goes, and Alamogordo will stay here on defense. Subs for both sides as Gordon will check out of the game. Sanchez comes in. And we'll see both Gisea Valadez-Hernandez come back in. And I think Samantha Wise also checked back into the game. Wise will get it. Baseline jump shot is good. That one rolled in for. And then a timeout going to be called by the Huskies. As they make it a 4-point game, it's a 30-second timeout on the floor. 5 points for Abby Vasquez to lead the Lady Tigers. For the Lady Huskies, it is Gisea Valadez-Hernandez with 3. Again, if you're just tuning in, Alamogordo boys fell in their game to Chapin, 75-44. Kai Bickham led the Tigers with 12 points in the defeat. Again, next home game for either of these teams. Alamogordo girls will be at home on Monday as they host Tularosa. The Alamogordo boys on Thursday, next Thursday, the 11th, will host Los Lunas. I want you guys showing up this Thursday. I don't think there's anything going this Thursday at the Tiger Pit. There may be. I'll look and see if there's any JV or C-team stuff going on. Anyway, here comes the inbounds. I think the C-team's actually out in Tularosa on Thursday. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here from Chapin. Lady Tigers handle it well. And into the front court with it, it's Vasquez. Top of the key, Rodriguez. Left corner, it's Sanchez. Between the circles to Flores. So we cross the 5-minute barrier of the second quarter. Flores double-teamed out between the circles to get it to Sanchez. Now Vasquez in the left corner. Pass was deflected by Wise, but Vasquez able to get it back. Goes up with the runner at the baseline, no good. A rebound by Needham. Her shot attempt, no good. And Chapin able to clear it. 4:37 to go in the second quarter, and it's the Lady Tigers leading the Lady Huskies 10-6. Driving along the baseline and going up with the shot attempt and getting fouled is number 12, Vanessa Mora. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Second team foul on Alamogordo in the quarter. And Mora will miss on the first free throw. Lady Huskies are 1 of 3 at the line. Lady Tigers are 1 of 4. Sub for Alamogordo as Madison Flores comes out. We'll see Celeste Perez into the game for the first time. Second free throw misses, and the rebound grabbed by Vasquez and Perez. Abby will bring it up the far sideline for the Lady Tigers, and she'll drive, go up with the runner, right of the lane. Shot no good. Rebound tipped out by Vasquez, but right to Blake. Blake will feed it up ahead to Wise. Wise works her way in the lane, goes up with the shot attempt, and it's no good. Pretty good defense there inside by Rodriguez. And the rebound grabbed by Needham, and Vasquez will push it up the far sideline. And Lady Tigers don't have numbers, so she'll wait for her teammates to get into the front court. Alamo up 10-6 as we get 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Between the circles with it, it's Perez. And the pass out to between the circles to Perez is going to be stolen away, and Wise got a couple of defenders to run right by her, but she misses on the shot. She did have a teammate waiting right there for the loose change as Blake will put it in. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Vela this time with 3:43 to go in the second. And Chapin cutting it to a 2-point game. It's 10-8, and it'll be a 30-second timeout on the floor. And let's look at what we've got this week for you guys for high school sports across the area. As we don't have a ton, but we do have some going on. As I'll try to pull this up as quickly as I can. And let's see here. So today, the 2 Chapin games, the only games that are going on today for our area teams. For boys basketball, Mescalero Apache is hosting Texaco at 5:30 on Thursday. Tularosa hosting Cobre at 6:30. As I mentioned, the Alamogordo boys go to Portales on Friday. Saturday, it's Mescalero Apache at Alamo Navajo at 4 p.m. In Tularosa, taking on Magdalena at home at 4:30. That should be a heck of a game coming up on, I believe it's Saturday. So we'll get you the girls' schedule at halftime. As the Lady Tigers have the ball in the front court. Perez with the basketball at the top of the key. Swings it to Rodriguez. Zone defense for Chapin. And Vasquez, right wing 3, no good. Rebound. Sanchez able to tip the rebound to Vasquez. And she puts up the shot from about 13 feet out, and that's good. Abby's got 7 of Alamogordo's 12. And it's 3:17 to go in the second quarter. 3 from Velades Hernandez is no good. And the rebound pulled in by Sanchez. And she'll give it to Vasquez, who'll bring it across midcourt for Alamogordo. Swings it to her left to Rodriguez. Finds Abby in the right corner. Gives it to MJ. To Perez. Back to Abby, right corner. Trying to get it inside, and they do to Gordon. Gordon trying to feed a cross-court pass. It's deflected away by Chapin, out of bounds. But Alamogordo will keep possession. Subs for Alamo. As Perez, Rodriguez, and Sanchez check out. Needham, Ruiz, and Fox into the game. Gordon and Vasquez remain. Abby working to the baseline. Has to bring a pass all the way outside to Ruiz. She tracks down at midcourt. Now at the top of the key. It's cross-court pass to Vasquez that she almost lost out of bounds and was able to feed it to Fox. And the Lady Tigers working out deep on the perimeter right now. They'll find Vasquez right corner. She gets an open look at 3, and she puts it down. Second 3 of the game for Abby and Alamogordo. Up 15-8. And she has the last 5 Lady Tiger points. And have even more than that going back further. Here is Blake driving the lane, going up with a shot. She'll be fouled. I think Needham came across late and on the arm as she went up with it. And that is who commits the foul. And Blake will go to the line again, 1 of 2. And she has 3 points in the quarter, 3 for the game. 15-8 Lady Tigers lead. 2:10 to go in the second quarter. And the first free throw is in for Jasmine Blake. And the second goes up, no good. Fox is able to track down the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Fox and Ruiz, Vasquez, Needham, and Gordon. Abby's going to get the ball at the left wing. And Vasquez at the top of the key and tried to feed a pass to her left, but Wise deflected it away. And now it's Velades Hernandez who tried to go to Blake, who was in the low post at the left of the lane, but ball's deflected away, but it finds its way around to Wise at the top of the key, and she knocks down a triple. 5 points for Samantha Wise, the 5'8 sophomore, or number 21, and it's all of a sudden a 15-12 difference. And then a bad pass. Ruiz fed a bounce pass to Fox, and I don't want to go out of bounds. And Ruiz will check out. Flores will come into the game for the Lady Tigers. 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Blake's got the basketball at the left wing. She'll travel. She was looking to pass it to her right and double clutched and slid her pivot foot. So back over to Alamogordo, both teams with unforced errors there. And Vasquez will get the inbounds from Flores. Vasquez, Flores, Needham, Fox, and Gordon. Starting 5 out there for the Lady Tigers. A half-court zone, and really extending the zone is Chapin. Alamogordo working it around. No dribbling, just passes on the outside. Needham's got the ball. Elizabeth will dribble past her defender. Go inside to Gordon. Ball's deflected. And they'll call a jump ball as Needham was fighting for it with Wise in the lane. And I believe this will be Alamogordo basketball. It will be. .106 remaining in the second quarter. Lady Tigers 15, Lady Huskies 12. Inbounds goes to Needham. She's got it in the low post on the right side. She can dribble, but passes away to Vasquez. Vasquez baseline jump shot is going to be blocked out of bounds by Blake. And Alamogordo will inbound baseline right. Good defense from Blake. She came across late to get a piece of it. Flores inbounds to Fox. She's left open for 3. No good. Inside, Needham able to grab the rebound, but had it knocked away from her. And it'll be Mora bringing it into the front court for Chapin. Under a minute to go. Lady Tigers leading 15-12. Ball swung to the left and a weave run on the outside. Blake goes out to the left corner. Mora works baseline and puts up a shot. Looked like it might have been partially blocked. And here comes Alamogordo the other way with 30 seconds remaining in the second. Here's Vasquez working her way towards the basket. Goes up with a shot attempt right of the lane. She'll be fouled. Shot is no good, but she goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Abby's been the point scorer for the Lady Tigers, and looks like maybe a nosebleed for Jeracia Smith. I'm sorry, for Tia Gordon. I don't know why I've done that this year. For some reason, I remember Jeracia when she used to play, but for Tia Gordon, free throw's good. I hadn't done it. I hadn't actually spoken it this year. It was one of those that I had thought about and hadn't said before. I knew I was going to mess up on it at least once. But she was running towards the locker room and looking for some help from one of the athletic trainers here. Jillian Sanchez checked in for her. And the free throw is up and in from Vasquez. She makes both. And she's got 12 of Alamogordo 17 in the first half. 25 seconds remaining. Watson swings to her left to Wise. Left corner, Mora. Back to Wise. Cross-court pass to Moore Rogers at the right corner. Now it's Blake with it. Man-to-man defense for Alamogordo. Blake gets a screen and gets to the elbow. Wise, left wing, fires up a 3. It's no good. Rebound grab by Needham. 7 seconds left. Lady Tigers will have a last shot attempt again here. Vasquez fires up the long 3. Ooh, no good. Rebound grab by Fox, and she just kind of tossed it towards the basket. She had her back towards the basket. It's no good. And that will end the half. 17-12, the Alamogordo girls lead the Chapin ladies You're listening to, and that's on the Richland Motor Scoreboard. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
It's never too early to lay away. Letter jackets for Christmas.
The Winter Circle offers a variety of letter jackets in traditional styles for your students in Alamogordo, Cloudcroft, Tularosa, and Mescalero. Stop by today and help make your high schoolers' last years memorable. Lay away your letter jacket now. The Winter Circle, outfitting champions for over 50 years.
1201 East 10th Street. Open Monday through Friday.
Go Tigers!
See you at the games!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more less than your current interest rate with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a Local loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th and Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. The Alamo Lady Tigers and the Richland Motor Scoreboard leading the Chapin Lady Huskies 17-12. Abby Vasquez with 12 of Alamogordo's 17 in that first half. 3 for Tia Gordon, 2 for Elizabeth Needham. On the other side, Samantha Wise has 5, 4 points for Jasmine Blake, and 3 points for Josiah Valadez Hernandez. For Lady Tigers, it wasn't spectacular in that first half. I mean, certainly you want to be putting up a little bit more than you are offensively, but they withstood a pretty good run there from Chapin. They had it out to a 10-3 lead. Chapin cut it to 2, and Alamogordo able to push it back out to 5. Kind of feels like it's going to be a little bit of a back and forth affair. What I'm curious to see if Alamogordo can get it inside and get some more success with Elizabeth and Tia in the second half. And we've seen that from Alamogordo in their win over Roswell. I can't remember if it was the third or the fourth quarter. I want to say it was the third quarter. And they dished it inside. And it was probably about 3 minutes of the game, and it was 10 straight points either from Tia or from Elizabeth. And so there's definitely getting a lot from Abby, and she can certainly do that. She can go out here and score 30 points for the Lady Tigers if need be. But I know that with the way that Coach Vela runs his offense, they like the inside-out game and getting a lot of different people involved. And so we'll see if maybe the scoring gets a little bit more spread out in the second half. But, Abby certainly doing what she needs to do to put her team in the lead and knock down a couple of threes, and has been good driving towards the basket, getting to the free throw line as well. So good effort from the Lady Tigers in the first half. We'll see how they mix things up a little bit with what Chapin was doing defensively, and we'll see what Chapin does on the other side. I think they've had some open shots that they haven't hit. I can't really say that there's one player that I would sincerely watch out for more than the others. I think both Blake and Wise are pretty solid players and can both shoot the basketball well, but I don't know if there's somebody else that maybe if they leave open from three-point ranges, she's going to start knocking down some triples and making life really difficult the remainder of the game. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're going to take a break. It's halftime show. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. 17-12 Lady Tigers in front of the Lady Huskies. I told you we'd get to the rest of the schedule for girls basketball this week for everybody across the area. We'll also let you know what happened in the boys game, which finished up about 45 minutes ago. So we'll tell you all about that. Coming up next, you're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Alamogordo Lady Tigers leading the Chapin Lady Huskies by a score of 17-12. Don't forget you can listen to the game on alamosportsandtalk.com, on the Exciter Media app, on the Alexa device, your Alexa device, by enabling Alamo Sports Talk, and on the Alamo Sports YouTube channel.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company. Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Welcome back here to Chapin High School. The Alamogordo girls leading 17-12 at halftime. You've been listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. Real quickly before we get started with the second half, the rest of the week, Thursday, Mescalero Apache is hosting Texaco at 7 p.m. Then on Saturday, you've got Mescalero Apache at home against Alamo Navajo. Mescalero Apache, or I should say at Alamo Navajo. Mescalero Apache, both teams are playing Texaco and Alamo Navajo this week, so it'll be double headers at home against Texaco on Thursday, and then at Alamo Navajo coming up on Saturday. And then the Tularosa girls, that'll be a boys-girls doubleheader against Magdalena coming up on Saturday. So those games will be happening out in Tule. Cloudcroft, I mentioned, going to the JAL tournament. No swimming, no wrestling this week. We've also got powerlifting starting up here. Trying to think of when that gets going. 20th of January, I think, is their first meet. So that's getting going, and I'll be honest, we'll be talking about tennis and baseball and softball and track and field and lots of other stuff. I think The Alamogordo cheer team will have their first competition this month as well. We should be scheduling an interview with them here sometime soon, so we'll let you guys know more about what's going on with their season as well. All right. One more half to go for the Lady Tigers. We'll see if they can get themselves to 5-6 and get themselves to close to 500. I think certainly a game they can have here on the road against Chapin, but got to play well in the second half. Chapin is more than capable of coming back in this one. Blake with the ball at the top of the key for Chapin. They go right to left in this first half, and a three is no good from the left wing and out of bounds for Josiah Valadez Hernandez. That name, as soon as I wrote that name down, and I was like, I'm going to have trouble with that. Ball in front court for the Lady Tigers. Vasquez swings it over to the left wing. They get it quickly inside to Gordon, and she misses on the shot attempt. And here comes Chapin the other way in the hands of Wise. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Ball at the top of the key, and Valadez Hernandez, she's going to travel. And kind of awkward when she stopped there. That was when she took an extra step as she stopped dribbling the basketball. And it'll be Vasquez bringing the front court, cross court to the far side to Fox, then back to Abby. Maya's got the basketball. Now over to the left corner, give it off to Needham. And they continue to work it on the perimeter. Give it to Gordon at the free throw line. And she'll give it back to Abby. Back to Maya. Left corner to Needham. Elizabeth will work in the lane. Kick it out to Fox. Fox works the lane, able to split a double team, goes up with the runner. Shot's no good. Got a good look there, but couldn't get it to fall. And under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, Vasquez got a hand on a pass that was intended for Blake. It deflects out of bounds. And it'll go, or it'll stay on this side with Chapin. Inbounds as Rogers will give it off to Wise. Wise will work into the lane. Kick it back out to Blake. Blake with a tough shot in the lane with the right hand. She's able to get it to go. And Jasmine Blake has got 6. And the Lady Huskies cut it to a 3-point game, 17-14. Needham in the corner. They've done a good job of denying Gordon inside. Ball goes over to the left corner to Needham. They do find Tia. Tia tried to feed a cross-court pass, but there were 4 white jerseys in the way, and it deflected off a couple of them, and they come the other way, do the Huskies. Valadez Hernandez will get it outside to Blake at the left wing. 6:05 to go in the third quarter. Wise works to the elbow. Now ball over to the left corner. As Mora's got it. She'll give it off to Zamora. And Alamogordo gets the steal. Here is Vasquez racing all the way to the bucket, laying it up and in. And Abby, 14 of Alamogordo's 19 points in the game. 5:44 to go in the third quarter. And the Lady Tiger lead is back out to 5. Blake will dribble front court left, off a screen, comes to the free throw line, in the lane, kicks it out right corner. Wise gets an open look at 3. It's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Needham. And so it'll be Vasquez coming up the floor. Timeout going to be called by Coach Vela. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 5:28 remaining in the third quarter. 14 points for Abby Vasquez. Leads the way for the Lady Tigers. 6 points for Jasmine Blake, leading the way for the Lady Huskies. And if somebody can find a way to go on a 8-0 or a 10-0 run, I think they could probably put the game away. It just doesn't feel like either side is really capable of going on big runs, so I doubt we'll necessarily see that, at least from what we've seen. I feel like both teams have played good defense in the first half. Certainly, Chapin has not allowed the Alamogordo bigs to get going, either Gordon or Needham. But I think that's why Alamogordo, they've got a good complementary team this year, because they've got guard play that can certainly make a difference. And Sanchez will come into the game for the Lady Tigers. Gordon will get a rest. Fox, ball was deflected but got to Needham. And then Fox will get it right back. 3 on the way, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Wise has got it. She's double-teamed by Needham and Vasquez. And picks up her dribble, looking for some help. And she will find Zamora. Zamora will get into the front court, find Blake. Blake drives down the lane, has the ball deflected away by Vasquez. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay on this side with Chapin. 5:05 remaining in the third quarter. And baseline left inbounds. And they'll get it to Velades Hernandez. Now to Blake, top of the key. Swinging around to the right wing. Here's Mora. Drive the lane. Goes up with the runner. Shot no good, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Chapin. And number 12, the 5'8" sophomore, Vanessa Mora, will go to the line. .4:59 remaining, third quarter. The free throw goes up and is good. Chapin 3 of 7 at the line as a team. Fox will check out of the game, and MJ Rodriguez comes in for Alamogordo. Second free throw up, and that is good as well. Mora is 2 of 4 at the line. And inbounds goes to Rodriguez, then right back to Vasquez. Quickly to the right to Flores. Flores holds at the right wing. And looking for somewhere to go with it. She finds Needham at the free throw line. Good, feed to Needham, but Sanchez, I should say from Needham to Sanchez. Sanchez, though, can't get the shot to go. She got her own miss. And then a foul going to be called, and I believe 2 free throws coming up for Chapin, or I should say for the Lady Tigers. Each team sitting on 1 team foul apiece here in the third quarter. And Sanchez will see the first one rim out for her. Lady Tiger freshman. Needham will check out. Tia Gordon back in. So Gordon, Sanchez, Vasquez, Rodriguez, and Flores on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw up, and that's no good as well. Battle for the rebound. Gordon was able to save it, but unfortunately went right to Mora. And here comes Chapin the other way, down by 3, 19-16. Wise lost her balance as she was coming across top of the key, but was able to get the pass to Blake. They feed it to Mora. Now Blake trying to post up from the baseline. She'll kick it back out. And they get it around to Wise. Kick it around left corner. Velades Hernandez puts up the 3. No good. Rebound out to the corner. Secured by Rodriguez. And she'll give it off to Vasquez. 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter. And they'll quickly go inside Gordon. Gordon shot attempts. This was partially blocked there by Velades Hernandez. And here comes Chapin the other way. Good entry pass. That's probably one of the best looks that Gordon has seen in the game. Blake goes up with the shot in the lane. It's no good. Rebound pulled in, and a shot attempt no good underneath by Zamora. She's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Isabella Zamora, a 5'8" junior. And we get a timeout called, and it looks like it's another 30-second timeout. So it'll be a full timeout. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 4:12 remaining in the third quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And it's 19-16 with Alamogordo in front of Chapin. And we'll be back right after this.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more, less than your current interest rate, with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a local loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th and Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
Alamogordo Lady Tigers leading 19-16, 4:12 to go in the third. Zamora misses both free throws, but Chapin grabs the rebound and will set things back up. And driving is Mora. She goes up with a runner and was a little bit lame after that. She's finally going to work her way into the front court. She's got a huge knee brace on her left knee, so I'm sure a little bit of a concern there. Right corner, Vasquez has got the basketball. She still has 14 of Alamogordo's 19. Rodriguez finds Abby. She'll fire up a right wing 3. No good. Rebound pulled in by Velades Hernandez. Into the front court with it, and to the top of the key comes Blake. She'll feed it to Wise, left wing, left corner to Mora. And then back to Wise. They'll work around to the right wing. 3 on the way. Veladas Hernandez, she made the first one, and she's definitely been firing up from the outside, but she has not found the range since then. Sub for Alamogordo as Madison Flores checks out for Maddie Ruiz. Jillian Sanchez checks out. Elizabeth Needham back into the game. And now it'll be a full timeout called by Chapin. And we'll fit another break as well. 3:31 remaining in the third quarter. It's Alamogordo 19 and Chapin 16. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019. 3:18 remaining in the third. And Alamogordo 19-16 is leading. Ball in the front court for Alamo. Rodriguez going to fire up a right corner three. No good. Rebound is pulled in by Mora. And here comes Chapin the other way. Still trying to either head it to one or tie the game. Wise, top of the key, gives it to Blake. Needham picks her up. Blake working right of the lane, kicks it out to the right wing. 3 on the way is good, and it is tied. This time it is Isabella Zamora who knocks down the 3. And we're tied up at 19. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Vasquez will give it off to Ruiz at the right wing. Continues to jab step and eventually will pass it inside to Gordon. Gordon gets double teamed and ends up getting tripped up. It'll be an inbounds play for Alamogordo with this one all even at 19. Inbounds baseline right as they get it into Gordon. Gordon works in the lane, goes up with the left hand, shot no good. And got a pretty solid look. Alamogordo's, well, they don't have a huge size advantage here, but they've definitely gotten some opportunities in close and haven't been able to convert. Here's Wise working to the left elbow, kicks it out left corner. And Veladas Hernandez able to connect on the 3. Needham grabs the rebound, and Ruiz will bring to the front court for Alamogordo with 2:13 to go in the third quarter. Now between the circles with the basketball, it is Vasquez. And at the top of the key, she'll swing it to her left to Ruiz. And Ruiz able to work her way towards the basket, but coming across and blocking it was Zamora. She'll give it off to Mora. And coming up the near sideline with it will be Blake. Out to the left corner. Now it's Mora working her way into the lane. Finds Wise, right wing 3 on the way, and she buries it. And Chapin leads now 22-19. On the lead since early in the game. 8 points for Wise. And we cross 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ball at the left wing is Rodriguez. And try to feed a pass to Gordon. And it's stolen away. Look the other way with it. Mora goes up with a shot. And a foul going to be called on Rodriguez. I thought she was going to get the block. They whistle a little bit late. And she tried to catch up from behind, but was unable to do so. And it'll be 2 free throws here for number 12, Vanessa Mora, who is 2 of 4 at the line. And she'll miss on the first. Now 2 of 5. Jillian Sanchez, Celeste Perez comes into the game. And it'll be MJ Rodriguez and Tia Gordon checking out. Free throw up and good from Mora. And it's now Chapin 23, Alamogordo 19. Ruiz will bring it to the front court. Top of the key, she'll hand it off to Vasquez. Back to Ruiz in the right corner. Ruiz continues to hold there. Finds Needham at the free throw line. Needham back to Ruiz. Goes to Perez, top of the key. If Veladas Hernandez had been looking, she would have had a pretty easy steal there, but Alamogordo will back it out to the center circle. And in the hand of Vasquez. 45 seconds remaining. Ball goes over to the left wing, now top of the key, Perez. Swings it to Vasquez at the right wing. And now finds Ruiz to the left wing. Ruiz works baseline. Feeds Vasquez to the left wing. Vasquez into the lane, goes up with the shot. Should be fouled by Wise, and 2 free throws coming up for Abby Vasquez. Well, pretty good possession there for the Lady Tigers. Good ball movement. Ended up with, I think, a solid opportunity there for Abby, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to cut this down to a 2-point game. 23-19, Lady Tigers trail, and Vasquez will make on the first. She's 3 of 3 at the line. Wise will check out of the game, and Gabrielle Rogers will come back in for Chapin. Second free throw is no good. Rebound grabbed by the Lady Huskies. Mora with the ball in the backcourt. 22 seconds remaining. Her team up 23-20. Here's Blake working left of the lane. Kicks it out. Veladas Hernandez. Now Mora. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound is pulled in by Sanchez. And give it to Vasquez. Lady Tigers will have an opportunity here with 11 seconds remaining. And here's Vasquez kicking out to Needham. Needham will find Ruiz. 4 seconds remaining. Ruiz tries to kick it back out, and Coach Vela not happy with the lack of awareness on the clock. There'll be 0.2 of a second left, and enough time just for an inbounds for Chapin. And that's the end of 3. Chapin leads Alamogordo 23-20. The Lady Tigers down by 3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard as we go to the fourth quarter of play. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Alamogordo with the basketball, down by 3 as we start the fourth quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tia Gordon at the right elbow finds Vasquez. Vasquez will kick it out to Flores left corner. And he'll give it out to Maya Fox, top of the key. Then back to Flores. She'll give it off to Vasquez. 7:25 remaining. Vasquez to Needham at the right wing. Gets a screen from Vasquez. Gives it back to Abby. And then a cross-court pass to Gordon. Gordon works baseline. Finds herself underneath the basket and goes out to the right wing to Vasquez. Lady Tigers outscored 11-3 in that last quarter. Here's Fox. Some nice dribbling and works her way to the basket from the right wing and in. And Maya with her first bucket of the game. And it's 23-22. Ball comes out to the left wing. And Blake with the basketball. Now right wing into the hands of Zamora. It's Velades Hernandez, whose pass was almost stolen away. Another deflection by the Lady Tigers, but Rogers has got it. Now Velades Hernandez will fire up a three, and she puts it in, her second three of the game. She's been chucking up the entire way, and she got one to fall there. And Alamogordo down 26-22. 6:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. Fox, ball at the top of the key, gives it off left wing to Vasquez. Now right wing to Flores. Flores between the circles, almost double dribbled, but finds Vasquez. Vasquez goes baseline, goes up with the jump shot, and it's good. Abby now with 17, and the lead back down to 2 for Chapin. 26-24, 6 minutes to go in the game, and Needham is going to get a block on Rogers on her shot attempt. And here comes Alamogordo pushing the other way. Vasquez to the top of the key, stops, pops, and hits. Abby Vasquez with 20 as she hits the three and gives Alamogordo the lead again. 27-26, 5:40 remaining in the fourth. Blake, a little crossover move, gets in the lane, goes up with the shot. Good help defense from Corden. Blake got her own miss and put up the shot attempt, and I'm not sure why they're showing a minute. Okay, somebody had started a minute timeout up on the clock. I was confused for a second. Anyway, 5:31 to go in the game. And Blake will miss on the first. She will make on the second. And has 7 points and has tied it back up. 27-27. 5:29 to go on the Richland Motor scoreboard in the fourth quarter. And Vasquez top of the key. We'll give it off to Fox. Back to Abby at the left wing. She's going to fire it up, and inside she goes to Gordon. Gordon double teams. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Chapin. As Velades Hernandez and I think that was Mora inside were double teaming her. Flores will inbounds at the baseline. And tried to go to Gordon in the lane, but the ball is knocked away. Now in the fast break, Blake will go up with the shot attempt, and her and Needham collide. It'll be a foul on Needham. The shot is no good, but Blake goes back to the line. And good transition there from Chapin. The Lady Tigers didn't get back quick enough. And Blake with a chance to put her team back in front. And she will miss on the first. Spent a lot of time at the free throw line in this game. These are her 7th and 8th free throws. And she is 3 of 7. Tia Gordon will check out. Julian Sanchez comes back in. Pretty much like clockwork, 3 minutes into a quarter. You'll see Tia subbing out. Free throw misses and almost caught on the rebound. Needham unaware, but she grabs it and gives it off to Vasquez. Flores in the right corner, and Flores hit in the side of the face. Velades Hernandez acting like, what did she? put her hands up, palms up in the air like, what happened? And a sub for Alamogordo as MJ Rodriguez will come in, and it'll be for Flores, who, I don't know, maybe she got her contact? Yeah, I think maybe her contact got knocked out. Anyway, Rodriguez got the ball top of the key, gives it out to Fox in the corner. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. I think the Lady Tigers caught a break there. Looked like that one deflected off of Rogers and then rolled down the leg of Fox. Fox will inbound and give it off to Rodriguez. Looked like she was a step into a three, but gives it off to Needham. Needham out up top. Still a 27-27 game. 4:42 to go. There's Vasquez. Give it off to Fox in the right corner. Fox will swing it off to Needham. Needham back to Fox, who was going down the lane, but it was too far in front of her and too tall, and turnover by the Lady Tigers. As we're about to hit the halfway point in the fourth quarter on the Richland Motor scoreboard. Still all even at 27. Velades Hernandez passes up on the three at the left wing, gives it to Blake. Now Rogers right wing, pump fakes, drives to the baseline, gives it outside. Out of bounds it goes as Vasquez got a hand on it. out of the hands of Zamora. And they'll stay on this side with Chapin. Wise will come back into the game for the Lady Huskies. She's leading her team with 8 points in this game. And she'll inbound to Blake with 4:10 to go here in the fourth. Been a close one the whole way. I think the biggest lead has been 7 for Alamogordo. Driving left of the lane, and a bounce pass by Zamora, deflected away by a Lady Tiger. She was trying to find Blake in the low post on the right side. And instead will be an inbounds play, baseline right. Quickly to Wise. She goes up with the shot. Vasquez came across late to hit her on the arm. And the bucket is good, and a chance at a three-point play for Wise. And 29-27 now with 4:01 remaining in the fourth quarter. Free throw misses. Needham able to tip it to Flores. And so 29-27, 3:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Vasquez top of the key as Fox at the left wing. Fox will hand it off to Flores. Flores finds Vasquez. Left corner catch, shoot three. No good. Rebound inside is tipped out of bounds. Last by Chapin. And Alamogordo will keep it with 3:43 to go in the game. Inbounds for Flores. Baseline left. Inbounds goes to Needham. Now Rodriguez. Back to Flores. She gets an open look at three. No, it is good. Oh, I was about to say no good. It was right down the pipe. And Flores puts Alamogordo back in front, 30-29. Wise comes to the top of the key, picks up her dribble, gives it off to Zamora. Zamora works to the left wing, now over to the left corner. Three in the way from Mora is no good. And Fox had her hands on the rebound, knocked away by Blake. Out of bounds it goes to Alamogordo. Ruiz will come into the game. It'll be for Rodriguez. With 3:18 remaining in this one, Lady Tigers have gone back in front after a three from Madison Flores. Ruiz will give it off to Fox. And a pass deflected. They were trying to go to Needham, but it's turned over. Ball knocked away from Voladas Hernandez, but Wise has got it. She'll come top of the key. Catch and shoot three on the way is no good from Zamora. And the rebound is grabbed by Needham. Needham sees the ball deflect out of bounds. She couldn't hold on to it. And it stays on this side with Chapin. 2:53 to go in the game. And Mora will inbounds. Voladas Hernandez at the right wing. Right corner, Wise. Fires up the triple. No good. Rebound grabbed by Needham. Ball was deflected out of bounds. And the official says it was last off Chapin. And the Chapin coach, Eric Weaver, unhappy that call didn't go his team's way. Lady basketball up by 1. Fox double teams, gives it off to Flores. 2.5 minutes remaining. Flores will get it out to Ruiz left corner. Ruiz dribbles out of that corner. Gives it off to Vasquez. Vasquez working left of the lane. Goes up with the shot. No good. Inside. Needham had the rebound. Jump ball. And the possession arrow will give it to Chapin. 2:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Tigers leading 30-19 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Lady Tigers with some backcourt pressure. Haven't seen much of that in this game. Ball knocked away by Needham. And the Lady Tigers steal it. Ruiz was able to grab it. And 2 minutes to go. And there should be no huge hurry for the Lady Tigers. Run your offense. Ruiz gets it at the free throw line, finds Needham. Good pass and a good finish. They had to get more aggressive there. Came out of their defense, and a traveling violation going to be called on Blake. And Alamogordo will get the ball back. Flores inbounds was deflected off Needham. Fox catches the deflection, goes up with the shot and finishes and draws the foul. Maya Fox with a huge bucket, giving Alamogordo a 5-point lead, 35-29. Flores' pass to Needham went off her hands, but Fox was right there. Usually would say Johnny on the spot. I don't know, is that Jill on the spot? Don't know what the right term would be there, but she was right there where she needed to be and was able to get the shot to go while being fouled. Misses on the free throw, and the rebound grabbed by Chapin. Rogers has come up the near sideline, her team down by 5. Very quickly this has gotten away. Wise will go out left corner. Long 2 on the way is no good from Mora, and the rebound grabbed by Fox, and she'll give it off to Vasquez with 90 seconds remaining in the game. Vasquez, front court right with the basketball, gives it off to Ruiz, finds Fox in the left corner, inside to Needham. Needham got the defender to go right by her. The hesitation gives her an easy lay-in, and it's 36-29. What a run here from the Lady Tigers. I believe they've scored the last 9. Blake working her way into the lane is going to be fouled. They call the foul on Ruiz, and it'll be an inbounds play, baseline left. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Vela. 1:07 to go in the fourth, and a full timeout on the floor on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Lady Tigers 36, Lady Huskies 29. We will take a break and come right back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
It's never too early to lay away. Letter jackets for Christmas.
The Winter Circle offers a variety of letter jackets in traditional styles for your students in Alamogordo, Cloudcroft, Tularosa, and Mescalero. Stop by today and help make your high schoolers' last years memorable. Lay away your letter jacket now. The Winter Circle, outfitting champions for over 50 years.
1201 East 10th Street. Open Monday through Friday.
Go Tigers! See you at the games!
On the inbounds, out of the timeout, Chapin able to get it to Wise, and Wise is contacted, makes the shot from the low post on the right side, and it goes to the free throw line to try to finish up the three-point play. Unable to do so, Needham grabs the rebound, and then a foul on the rebound. It's just the third team foul, so Alamogordo will just have an inbounds play. 36-31. That was, I don't know, that free throw wasn't huge, but certainly every little bit can help. And it looks like full court pressure now for Chapin. They haven't done much of this in the game. Inbounds goes to Ruiz. Ruiz dribbling to the middle of the floor. Finds Flores at the left wing. Flores will slow up and try to draw some clock here. Chapin's got a foul. And they will. Blake will. A little push to Ruiz. And one more foul. That was the last foul to give. One more foul. And so Flores will inbound at the far sideline with 53 seconds remaining. Ball into the backcourt, goes to Vasquez. And Vasquez able to get away from her defender, finds Ruiz. Quickly gets it over to Flores, and Flores fouled. And Madison will go to the line with 45 seconds remaining. And see if the Lady Tigers can hit their free throws when they need to here at the end of the game. Flores had the big three that put Alamogordo in front, 30-29. Lady Tigers scored 3 points in the third quarter. They've scored 16 in this quarter. Florida is going to miss on the front end of the free throws, though. Wise will check back into the game. Checking out is Blackwell. I think Wise is in foul trouble. And so one more here for Flores. She will miss. Rebound. And it's going to be grabbed. And a foul going to be called by Needham. And you can hear Coach Vela say, no foul. And that's going to put Chapin at the line on the other side for 2 free throws. And the biggest thing for Alamogordo, you want them to draw some clock. I didn't think Elizabeth really did much there. She was, I guess she came across the arm a bit. Didn't think there was much. But it will put number 23, Isabella Zamora, at the line. She is 0 of 2 at the stripe. makes the first. So one more made, and she can make it a one-possession difference. You know, it's definitely been a game of runs. Lady Tigers jumped out to a healthy lead in the first quarter. Chapin came back. Alamogordo pushed it back out. Second free throw, no good, but Chapin, nope, it's going to be a jump ball. And the possessioner, I believe, gives it to Alamogordo. It does. A couple seconds ran off the clock. 40 seconds to go in the game now. 36-32, Alamogordo in front. Inbounds goes to Flores, and Blake quickly fouls. Just 2 seconds run off the clock. And we'll put Flores on the line to shoot two. Annie just missed a couple in her last trip. And she misses on the first. Still a two-possession difference, 36-32. But Lady Tigers, I think their free throws in the fourth quarter, they're 0 of 4 as a team. Flores will miss on this one as well. And Lady Tigers this time don't pressure on the rebound. 33 seconds left. Wise has got the ball, comes off a screen to the left wing. Wise works it in the lane, goes up with a shot, no good, but Rogers on the other side has got the easy rebound. And a timeout going to be called by Chapin as they make it a two-point game as Rogers puts it up and in. 36-34 with 26 seconds remaining in this game. The Lady Tigers holding on to a two-point lead. This is 5 straight points here for Chapin to cut it down to a 2-point difference. We'll come back right after this.
High interest rates on car loans can cost you big money. Local Credit Union wants to put a little breathing room in your budget. Move your vehicle loan to Local Credit Union for 1% or more less than your current interest rate with no payments for 60 days. Even if you have a Loco loan, you may still be able to save. Stop by Local Credit Union 9th in Washington or apply online at localcreditunion.com. Federally insured, member NCUA. Open to Otero County residents, floor rate of 2.99% on approved credit.
Move your bank account to Otero Federal Credit Union. OFCU offers savings, checking, or upgrade to an elite checking, bill pay, debit card, and online and mobile banking. Combine that with some of the best loan rates in the area, and you have a new home for all your financial needs at your fingertips. Visit OteroFCU.org to open your account today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports the Dog, 12:30, 101.9. Alamogordo's first inbound attempt knocked back out. Lady Tigers, though, break the pressure into the front court. Ruiz has got it. Ruiz will be fouled, and she'll be put at the free throw line with 20.9 seconds remaining. And the Lady Tigers could desperately use some made free throws here. They've missed their last 5, and Ruiz can push this back out to a two-possession game if she makes. Ruiz will miss on the first off the back of the rim. She will make on the second, though. She makes it a 3-point game. 19 seconds remaining. Chapin will work it into the front court. Got to think they're looking for a 3. Blake at the top of the key, gives it off the right wing, Mora. And in the corner, 3 on the way, too strong. As the rebound pulled in by Fox. Fox will be fouled with 7.14 seconds to go. Wise unable to knock it down. And Fox can just about ice this one away. She makes 1. Maya's had a good game tonight. 4 points. And 2 free throws here to try to make what happens in the next, really just 1 free throw. She makes it. Should just about end this one. And Maya calmly knocks down the first free throw. That's what you want out of your senior. And she steps up to the line and knocks it down. Front of the rim, no good. So it won't really matter here. Chapin will bring in the front court with Wise. 3 seconds left. 1 second to go. Fires up a three, no good. And this one's over. The Alamogordo Lady Tigers get the win on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 38-34. And we will wrap this one up on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. And we come back here from El Paso. The Lady Tigers are winners. We'll be back after this.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company. Ring in the new year at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Through January 7th, save up to $140 on select sets of tires after a mail-in rebate. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. This is the welcome back. Okay, I don't think we lost anything. We're still here. Good. Got unplugged on accident there. Anyway, the Lady Tigers get the win 38-34 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, improved to 5-6 in the season. 20 points from Abby Vasquez, 6 points from Elizabeth Needham, 5 points from Maya Fox, 3 points each from Maddie Flores, and Tia Gordon, 1 point from Madison Ruiz. And on the other side for the Lady Huskies, 12 points for Samantha Wise, 7 points for Jasmine Blake, 6 points for Josiah Valadas Hernandez, 4 points for Isabella Zamora, 3 for Vanessa Mora, and 2 points for Gabrielle Rogers. I'm sorry, 6 points. I had that right earlier. Anyway, Lady Tigers grinded out a win, which, I mean, they've had a few of those this year that have gone their way, and they've had a few of those that haven't gone their way, but this was one that, they were struggling a little bit, especially in that third quarter, and got outscored, I think, 11-3, and came back and had a very, very good fourth quarter, got the offense going again, and were able to hold on for the win there at the end. So the Lady Tigers will be back out on a Monday when they host Tularosa. The next boys basketball game is Friday against Portales. Just a reminder, we won't be broadcasting that game here on Alamo Sports and Talk. If we hear of either a radio or a video broadcast for you guys, we'll make sure we share that on our Facebook. And what else we got for you guys? Next boys game that we'll have on the air for you is next Thursday, the 11th, when the Tigers are at home against Los Lunas. So look forward to bringing you that one. That'll do it for our broadcast. Thanks to all of our sponsors. You've been listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, your finals tonight. The Alamogordo boys fall to Chapin 75-44. The Alamogordo girls defeat Chapin 38-34, the final there. We hope everybody has a great rest of their Tuesday night. Happy 2024 to everybody. And you can tune into the roundup from 2 to 3 here on Alamo Sports and Talk coming up tomorrow. We'll have full recaps of these games, what's coming up, and a whole lot more. So we'll talk to you all then. Get you back into some ESPN radio here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their night. And stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, the number to call, 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly clear skies, and Alamogordo expect a low of 29, Cloudcroft an overnight low of 18. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, becoming partly cloudy. Alamogordo tomorrow, high 51, low of 30. For Cloudcroft tomorrow, high of 39, and an overnight low near 19 degrees.
As part of the ongoing effort to keep the roads of New Mexico safe, we would like to share a list of things you should never attempt behind the wheel of your automobile.
Texting your friends, wrestling your friends, eating a sandwich, making a sandwich, hugging your kids, buckling your kids, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, adjusting your seat, rubbing your feet, reading the paper, using a shaver, applying makeup,
You get
applying
the
to college.
point. A large number of car crashes occur when the driver is doing something other than driving. Drive safe, New Mexico.
Paid for by the New Mexico Department of Transportation and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and the